Brandon, first one in the house. Good to see you, Brandon. 540 flips in the building. LaDonna, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Dude, I got some glass I'm gonna have to show you later. 6 pieces of Fenton.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. We literally had 2 yard sales here. It was on the serious FOMO train where you guys been. Absolute fine. It's good to see you. Leroy in the building. New and improved.
I don't know about new.
You changed your camera angle a little bit, man. Just a hair, it looks like.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Getting there.
That's it.
We got the blackout shade over there.
Yeah, I don't have a door yet.
The shower curtain rod, man. Like,
What's up, Leroy? How you doing, bud?
What's going on, traveling man?
Yeah.
How many states did you go in, Tim?
Damn, that's a good question. So DC, Maryland, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Kentucky. So 6 states.
Is that including the card show?
Yeah.
In Ohio.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy. Cat, hurricane update. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, if you are Florida, Georgia, yeah, let us know how things are going.
How about you? Everybody's worried about you. It's not. Is it coming back towards you now? Yesterday, it looked like it wasn't going near you.
That storm was just a baby for us, bro.
Yeah.
We lived the hurricane life, so like that thing. We like by the time it gets stuff, it's supposed to be blowing 35. That's like a Wednesday, like a Wednesday in the wintertime.
Did you guys see Brad? Tell him to go.
My mom just texted me. She must be watching. She said, "Ha ha ha! DC is not a state. We wish." Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I love you too, Mom.
Go somewhere.
Loved Cherry's Terrific Fine says loved seeing Tim in the bins.
Yeah, bins was fun.
I do like the comment, Leroy. Said your new office space is too clean for tools. Must be time for the upgrade of the Pink Revolution. That's the throwback. It's good to see you.
What's up?
Yeah, LaDonna says cat had some damage, no power. Yeah. Everyone in North Carolina prepares for tropical storms, hurricanes, but making sure our lawn is mowed. It's about the truth. Just make sure there's nothing flying around in the yard. That's usually what I do.
It rained every day when we were at 127.
No.
Oh, yeah. So you get the rainy day deals.
And it was perfect though. It rained in the morning and it rained at night.
Nice.
Everybody that I know that sells, I know about 4 people that went up there, and they said it wasn't that good.
It's tough. I feel so bad for the vendors when it's like that because.
Dude, I saw those ones, like I guess in Crossville area that got swamped, like their tents and everything got blew over.
Yeah.
Like people over there. Look at there.
Is
Uncle Steve in the house.
Well, he was in the house.
He's on that incognito screen, witness protection.
There he is.
Let me get your mic, bro. I think your mic's muted.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah. Somebody's got to work around this joint. So how are y'all doing?
Yeah, man. Good.
You got all them clubs unloaded, bud?
Oh, man. I could barely lift that bundle out of the thing. I had to lift it over the edge and just let it control fall into the garage. It was hilarious. I'm just going to pull a couple out at a time and do it. I'd really like to know how many I have, but I don't. I'm not.
Uncle Steve bought a whole trunk full of golf clubs, literally out of a guy's trunk.
Yeah.
I gave him the alley-oop. We just walked up to it. It was all putters and wedges. It was just all wedges. All wedges, I think. There's some other irons in there, I think, but
There's a
mostly
lot of
wedges.
irons,
Yeah. And I was just like, and he had them all priced for stuff. And then I said, I just threw it out there. I mean, I'm learning from the best. I said, hey, how about the whole trunk, bud? How much for the whole trunk? And he said 400. And then, Steve and him got to negotiating. It was.
I think he said 500. I think, didn't he?
Was it 500 at first?
Yeah. I got it. I think, and I got him down to 375. So.
Yes, LaDonna, you do spy and pulley. It will be available tonight, live on Knickknacks. I will be doing a live. I already got everything loaded up, so pre-bids are open. If anybody wants to join me on Knickknacks.
So you guys are doing this on StreamYard instead of YouTube, huh?
No, it goes to YouTube.
It goes to YouTube, but it's StreamYard backside.
Okay, gotcha.
The B&B looked like a super party house of old men. That's what Kat said.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. Except for the 2 bathrooms. Other than that, it was awesome.
Oh, man.
2 bathrooms, 10 people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith, good to see you. Brad in the house, good to see you. Yeah.
Have you listed anything yet, Steve?
Mistreating.
No, I haven't listed anything yet. Sorry. Tim was awesome. Tim had 100 items listed at the Bear B&B. That's crazy.
Yeah, drafted. I have them drafted. They weren't listed, but
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I yesterday I finished cleaning and photographing all glass, all non-breakables. So all that's left is clothes, bags, and golf clubs. Everything else is already cleaned and photographed.
That's crazy. Good for you, dude. That's awesome.
So I've been up since like 6:30 this morning listing. So
yeah.
I'm stuck on a camera though that I got. I cannot find the. I don't know what the price of that is. Driving me crazy.
Is it a working camera or
No camera is a working camera.
I know that's I'm always like now. I have more returns for cameras than any other thing I ever sell. Yeah.
So
we missed you too, guys.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Miss being there for sure. I looked at some of the pictures, but then I would just get like
FOMO.
Disappointed.
I did catch Tim's negotiating from the car. That was
that was hilarious. That was a hoot.
What's that? That reminded me of like the throwback with Colton driving past people back in the day. My first year at 127, we were hanging out with Colton and Courtney, and Colton would just drive by the yard sale and yell out the window, "Do you have any video games?" And then if they say no, he just hit the gas and go.
I've done that before.
I was like, "That's funny, dude." But I've never actually seen someone just say, "Hey, drive-through yard sale." Tim goes to the drive-through.
Tim, what was there anything crazy that you didn't buy? That you thought about it?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. That you thought about buying.
There was a lot of stuff that I thought about buying. There were some perfume bottles that was bothering me for a few days.
Yeah.
If I would have got invited to that last day pick, I might have bought some stuff.
Not that you're sure about that. Yeah.
Shout out to Def Pile Picker picking and punching and some random ass Philly picker for not inviting me to that last pick. But no, there was probably a lot of stuff. I'm pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys realize that by now.
Cincinnati picker.
Did you guys get to see John?
He was with us for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, John, I did. I've heard back. They weren't interested. So we'll go another route. So I bought a case of Maker's Mark bourbon. and they're all specialty bottles. There's Tim Couch and Dan Issel, and there's a bottle with John Calipari's signature on it and stuff like that. So I bought it for $400, and I think 2 of the bottles will sell for a total of $350. So I have 10 bottles of bourbon for $50. But I'd like to not just sell it for bourbon purposes, but for the bottle purposes. So, but you can't do that on eBay. So we'll have to figure that out.
Can you sell liquor on Facebook?
I don't know. Suppose everybody told me to go to some Facebook pages. So
that's what John's saying.
Yep, that's right. In fact, John, the very next day at a yard sale, I found this guy who was selling bourbon, and it was the high-end stuff. And he goes, "Hey, I'll trade you for a couple of these bottles right here." I said, "I don't have them with me." And he was an hour south, and I took his number, and he took mine, but we never hooked back up. So I could have got rid of a couple of them, but I didn't know the value of them either, so I didn't really want to sell them cheap, knowing that they could be worth a couple $100 a piece.
I get like that too at auctions. Like, I'll buy a whole boatload of stuff, and people start asking, "Hey, can I buy this? Can I buy?" No, it's not for. My little line is, I have a partner, and my partner has to see it first.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So, well, I'm going to let an interesting guest get on. So I'm going to get back to work. I appreciate you guys allowing me to pop on.
Good to see you, Uncle Steve.
I had a great time, and I had a great time with everybody. I missed you 2 guys, and you guys need to make sure you do it next year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you inviting me on, Tim.
Take care, bud.
All right. Bye-bye.
Who's the interesting guest?
I think he was talking about you.
Oh, I'm not interested.
All right, Tim. Let me show you my Fenton.
So you got a little shoe there.
Yeah, it's still got the sticker inside.
What pattern is that? I can't see.
Oh,
it's a cat. Is it a cat head?
Yeah.
Cat head. Is there a pattern on the side? I can't see.
Hold on.
I'll make you big.
It's like bubble looking, like almost like flowers.
Are they flowers?
Or a reef one.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, so that's the first one.
We got a blue one.
Blue
Cat
one.
head. I see you've gone small. Ooh, that's a nice one. That would probably glow.
Yeah, I don't have a black light.
How do you not have a black light?
I had one, but I can't find it.
Oh my
You're
god!
a reseller and you can't find stuff. Come on.
It's buried, dude.
Let me tell you, you can ask
I
Jimmy.
think, like looking at the other ones that I've seen like this, I think it does glow. Obviously, I'll have to get one to take a picture.
You can ask all the guys. I had a little bit of everything ready. I had tape measures, I had plugs, I had chargers, I had batteries, and a blue one too. That's a cool pattern.
And then I got this is a little different. It's got like a bow on the front.
Bow, daisy, and button is the pattern on that one.
And then I have a purple.
Amethyst one. Cat head with those flowers again.
Yeah. 6 boots, shoes.
How much you pay for the lot?
$6.
$15.
Oh yeah, that's a great buy.
Is one of them worth 15, Tim?
Yeah. Those the one that's probably worth the least amount is the green one with the bow and the daisy and buttons.
Yeah.
That's like a very whoa. Drop it now.
I squeezed it.
Do you sell those all together, Tim, or do you sell those separate?
Separate. Unless you want to do a shop commons lot.
Not
I'm gonna have to get
15
some
nights.
information about that place.
Oh, what was the total that everybody guessed for my vacation number of sales while I was gone on vacation? Do you remember?
Whoa, man.
Oh no, I have not shown that off yet. It's downstairs.
They're not going to be in shortly.
Yeah, I'll wait for Turnout to get here. That was crazy,
Hey, sometimes you talk about that stuff, and
bro. But yeah,
I keep
ended
talking
up
about slice hats, and I don't seem to find one. But
I ended up having 30 sales while on vacation mode.
bro, I think I said like 25 to 20, 25, 28, something like that. I don't know who had the most least.
I calculated this morning. I have not listed or sold anything. No, I haven't listed anything since the beginning of May. I haven't sold anything since May 20th.
On eBay.
Yeah.
We know you've been selling water in the street. We know that.
Okay, I got to pay the bill somehow.
Hey, Brett, I can tell you, I was honestly the other day, like, so when we went to Atlanta with the kids from church, like, there's people selling water on the street all the time. And I'm sitting there, like, doing some just little mental calculations. I was like, these guys are making probably $200 a day, $300 a day just slinging water. Like, by the case for, quarter a piece, they're getting like $2 a thing. I was like, dude, little hustle.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on? Just listing like crazy.
Yep,
that's the name like crazy, game. Like Tim, like you listed 100 items while you were gone.
No, I didn't. I wasn't that crazy.
I figured you to put them to work while they were down there in the basement hanging out with you. Just be like, hey guys, I'm gonna need.
Dude, Jimmy has the dopest space, bro. I would kill to have the space that Jimmy has down there. It's awesome.
I gave Tim a desk. I gave Tim Sonia's desk while he was there. He was there, man. He's sorting his cards and stuff. Yeah, it was fun. It was a blast.
Good to see you, man.
Joey. Leroy would be proud of me. My best find out there.
Snap on.
I found a short Blue Point ratcheting wrench set.
The set?
Yeah, the whole set. And a Mac Tools scanner.
What do you got into it all?
I paid $20 for the scanner. And he hooked it up to his car and showed me it works. And I got the ratcheting wrench set for $40.
You stole that stuff.
Yeah. Late on a Saturday too. On the way home on a Saturday, or way back to the Airbnb. It was way back in off the road.
The ratcheting wrench set's got to be at least $250 plus, right? And the scanners are tough, so it's probably like $99 plus.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was clearing out his shed. Like his shed was open, and he was like, "I was a mechanic. I'm kind of getting older, and I'm kind of hanging it up a little bit." And I got some other stuff from him. I got some like work boots and stuff that were really good. But that was crazy. Like I couldn't even believe when I saw those prices. I was like, "What?" I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even negotiate. I was just like, "I'll take it."
Because that scanner not tested still would have paid for everything.
Yeah. And he was like, "I'll plug it in over." He took it over to his car, plugged it in. He showed they hadn't, didn't recognize the vehicle, no codes.
Now, did you guys get a lot of people looking stuff up, the sellers in front of you guys? Because that's
yeah, there was a lot of stuff that you could tell. Yeah, and that was the most common thing is with highway sales. There's always high price stuff for like eBay priced stuff.
Who had the best find well, most of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
I'm full of good questions today.
That is a good question. I have no idea.
Who had the biggest buy? Uncle Steve, who are the biggest bulk buy? Because I know.
Oh yeah, Uncle Steve with those golf clubs, man.
Yeah.
Uncle Steve with the golf clubs. I bought a bag of wrestlers. They're up on shopcommons.net right now if anybody wants a deal. What else? Bulk. I mean, I guess Mike, Joe, and Rod got the nice big bulk buy at the end, the last day, last sale. That was it.
Ooh, 1K on video games.
What?
How many video games did you get, Scott?
He said 1K on one video game. Drop 1K on one video game.
One video game. I would never done that in my life.
What game?
Was it graded, sealed? Like,
yeah.
Did you open it? Were you drunk?
Did it have $1,000 inside the box?
Yeah. We're not picking on you, buddy.
He came with a winning lottery ticket.
I couldn't even do that. I literally couldn't.
$20,000 on the whole trip. Forget about one game.
I was hoping maybe he said he dropped, like there was a video game sitting there and he accidentally dropped his money on it.
Yeah.
And then he picked it back up and walked toward it.
He's leaving us in suspense, man. He must be dropping some content about it or something. In suspense.
I don't think I spent the most money I spent on one item, because I did do Game Boy Pokemon Ruby Sapphire box with the outer box.
Everybody's looking it up right now.
Box.
Everybody's looking it up right now.
I don't know what that is, or anything about it. I know it's Pokemon stuff is good for Game Boy. This is the most I spent on one item. Was this? Spent $35 on these. She had 50 on it. I smooth talked her down to 35.
What's it worth, Scott?
Last one sold for $4,000.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
When did that sell, Scott? You better sell that as a private sale because eBay's going to take a ton.
How would I compare the 100 mile to the 127?
Not even close.
What's up, Sir Knock?
What's going on?
The 100 mile is a lot more condensed.
Yeah.
I'd say it starts earlier than when we were in Kentucky. And less tent cities. It's a lot less vendors, but you can get really good deals at the 100 mile yard sale. But I mean, I don't know. You say that all that's because you were at the last 100 mile, Jimmy, and you were at this 127. Is there anything else you would add to that?
No, I mean that's the big thing is there's not as many tent cities, but there's a lot of houses participating. Like there's a lot of just people participating at having yourself at their house. Yeah.
But I will say
it's way smaller than 127. Like way.
Yeah.
Like
I will say Kentucky though, blew Tennessee out the water. Like I would never go back to Crossville ever again.
Really?
Don't make bold statements, Tim.
No, that's
make bold statements.
I would never go after last year's. I don't know, Joey. Jimmy and I drove for 8 hours, and we only made it 90 miles, and that included the ride back to the Airbnb.
Hey, John, here's a question for you in the chat because I know you've done the 127 for a long time. So, unfortunately, the 1 year that Tim went with me to Signal was terrible. Like, it poured rain on us the whole time we were there and nothing. And I was wondering, what about Signal Mountain in comparison to one of those cities? Tennessee is way overrated now. It's what Black Sheep said. True.
I'm still gonna say up in Ohio, up north in Ohio is not too shabby either.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What about Michigan? Anybody ever done 127 in Michigan? Anybody?
no.
I've done Alabama, Georgia, parts of it. I haven't done all of Alabama. Me and Leroy crushed Georgia last year, though. Like, it was good on the way up. And we skipped most of it.
You know what was crazy was down when we went up north towards Cincinnati and got into some of those neighborhood sales. Man, so many people. Like that sale that you guys found the cards at, Tim.
Say it one more time.
That sale that you guys found the person with the cards.
Yeah,
there were so many people at that sale. Like it was insane how many people were at that sale.
Oh, the church sale.
Yeah, I mean, you could. It was like thousands. It felt like thousands of people at that sale. It looked like a concert.
Hey, I'm having a big yard sale at my house every month. Like, if anybody wants to come out, it's only a short drive.
Just a little bit,
right, Tim? Only a short drive.
It's not that bad.
No.
Damn, they calling for rain. Are you going out on Friday, Cernok?
I don't know, bro.
So you sound like you got a little bit of a cold. Bro.
I do. Yeah.
It's been going around. I got back home and Josie had a cold.
Yeah. I set up. I went crazy on Sunday. I set up at the flea market. I did baseball practice. I got home and I was like, my throat was like, and then yesterday I was just like, ugh. So fun times. But I do have some stuff to list today.
What is that?
Just,
just more $100 bills. Yes.
Gabe's?
Yeah. $12.99.
Jeez.
On a tax-free weekend.
Jeez.
What are those? Like those are like $100?
Oh yeah. I'll list them at 125 or 120. Well,
those things don't hang around either, man. Like,
they don't hang around.
Those things, they're just gone.
There's another pair. There's another pair. Oh wait, these are different. These are American Fighter jeans. I thought I'd try these out too.
I did find my LL Bean boat and tote. How about that, man?
That was sweet.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you believe that?
Another one.
And everybody was at that sale where he found it. Like all of us were there. Every
The
last
boat tote, bro. I'm telling you, it's so inconspicuous.
Bro, she didn't even have it out. She had it with stuff inside of it.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, hold up. I looked inside. I seen the Freeport, man. I was like, no way. I started taking all that stuff out of the bag. She didn't want to sell it to me at first.
Oh, yeah?
She was like, I don't know. Like, I love that bag. Like, I use it for things. And I'm like, and then she was trying to bust my head for it. But I had to buy it no matter what, just because. Right. So I got that, and I got this pink alarm clock radio for I think it was $25, $30, something like that.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the bag is a little bit distressed. Would you wash it or just sell it as is?
No, you don't want it. I wouldn't wash it. I'd sell it as is.
So I think I can get like for that color, the blue one, from what I'm looking at, I think I can get like $75 for it.
Oh, nice. Yeah. For real.
I also picked up another leather bag that matched my backpack, dude, at the bins.
Yeah.
And the Clemson script at the bins.
I saw that. Yeah. How dirty inside was that, though?
It's not bad.
Oh, good.
It should be an easy clean. You know what the funny part is it it has the sweat stains are really on the
side.
lines on the top.
Gotcha.
But I mean, shape and everything, like it's pretty damn good condition. And that colorway is I couldn't find that. There's none listed in that colorway.
Really?
That's the other thing too. Going early was so clutch.
Like early, like what, in the day?
In 127, like in the week.
Gotcha.
Like Jimmy, Dawn, and Carrie were hitting sales on the way down on Tuesday from Jimmy's house.
Wow. Yeah, you were.
And then Wednesday, I think Wednesday might have been our best day.
Friday was good for me. Friday was the day I rode with Mike, right? That was, for me, that was probably my best day. Like all together as a day. But we got lucky. We found that moving sale way back in the
bum 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 bum.
If that backwards compatible PS3 works, that'll be my best find. That'll be my best.
Oh, nice. Well, I was hitting more RA this weekend. Check this out. Jim, check this out. Puma collab with Dapper Dan. These jackets.
How much does that say? $300? $19.99? Jesus.
So you know when they have like 5 or 6 of them?
Yeah.
What do?
You buy all of them.
You buy all of them. And then the next day you go in and they said, hey, because I have a pretty, it's all about connections, you know what I'm saying? And she goes, hey, I saw you got all those jackets. Did you see the pants? I'm like, no. So she's like, we got the pants in a couple of days later. So I got the pants, matching pants. So I've already sold. Well, it's doing something funny. It's doing something funny because the pants are marked at $275 and they were $14.99. But I made one of them a complete set. And this happened to you before, Tim, where it said counter, like I guess I sent out an offer and it said counter offer, and it's like $350 for the set, and I accepted it, but it's one of those where it's like, I guess they wait or whatever, like allow other people to like purchase it, something like that. So it's like in limbo. I can't even like contact the guy or anything like that. So
yeah,
we'll see. I took it this morning, so maybe he hasn't woken up yet. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The Dapper Dan collab.
That's because I wear a fishing vest at the yard sales, so I can keep everything in my pocket.
Joe Camel.
Let me tell you, people were asking me about fishing. They were asking me if I wanted more fishing vests. I pull up to the gas station. The guy's like, "You catch anything this morning?" I'm like, "No, not today."
I'm out here catching deals. That's what I'm looking for. I'm here for all your antique fishing lures.
Yeah, the American fighters, like the UFC stuff. Yeah.
He asked Rich Hamilton. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I did cut myself. Look at
How much
this.
stuff you carrying?
Look at this. Look at this on my head, right here,
bro. You got a slice, man.
Dude, I was loading stuff up in the PT Cruiser, and I was gonna close it, and I was like, oh wait, and as I was grabbing something, I just slammed it right on my head yesterday, like an idiot. So,
Dude, you got quite the little gash, man.
yeah, I didn't know it was that bad. It wasn't bleeding though. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's get.
Hey, Diane, good to see you.
We're gonna get some rock revivals listed today. Well, that's good that y'all found some good stuff, and that the rain didn't like totally wash away.
Oh yeah, that part was great because it was tough.
That's the only bad thing about those. When it's outside, it's like, all right, come on, rain, come on. All right. $34. Boom, boom, boom. So you got 100 drafts done, like while you're out there? That's awesome.
Yeah. So just titles and descriptions, like all the research, like and like titles and descriptions for 100 items.
That's pretty good.
So that when I came home, all I had to do was clean and photograph.
Oh yeah.
So yesterday I finished all the glass, all my cameras, electronics, like stuff like that. Baseball gloves, boxing gloves. So all that's left is clothes and clothes, hats, and golf clubs and bags. Because I bought a lot of bags. Like the vintage leather bag, the LL Bean bag. I got a Ohio State canvas boat and tote bag. I bought a 2 Vera Bradleys at the bins, yellow Coach bag. I bought a boot carrying bag, like a bag for your cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I bought a all black leather vintage Wilson tennis bag, like a duffel bag sort of thing. I also bought there's another bag too, I feel like. But yeah, I bought a lot of bags, man. I don't know how that happened, but I bought a lot of bags. And yeah, so just the bags, clothes, and golf clubs. Dude, I got the sickest polo hoodie. I thought it was gonna be bootleg, but it has the QR code like hidden in the tag.
Yeah.
And if you do the QR code, it authenticates it.
Yep. The newer polo stuff has that. Yeah. What was it?
It's a color block hoodie. I mean, it is like, it doesn't have tags, but it feels like it has never been worn. And it's an extra large. Hold on. This is it right here.
Oh yeah.
That sweet. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, that looks like that stuff I've been showing you guys about people sewing stuff together.
Yeah.
That's what that looks
Yeah,
like.
when he picked that up, because I thought for sure it wasn't real. I was like, no, I don't think so.
I was shocked, but I couldn't pass it up.
Right.
Yeah. I see that where people are doing that, like sewing things together to make it look like the color blocking. But they're using legit stuff, just cutting it up.
Yeah, cutting it up. And
some of that stuff's super cool looking. think unless I can travel further than Tennessee, I will skip 127 next year. Is what Kristen says. Full Time Flipper was talking about Michigan was good. It said Upper Ohio. He's done good there. So
Van Wert to Paulding.
I did a nice mixture of stuff. So I think I ended up buying about 50% glass and 50% other stuff.
You spread
I also got a what's that?
You spread it out a little bit.
I spread it out, man.
how many cards did you buy at the show?
I think I ended up buying 671 cards.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
But it was 5 days though.
Hey, I got something I need to send you now.
Oh, look.
Oh, cool.
Gary V. Yo.
Nice.
That's for the PC though.
Dude,
I'll tell you what, Rod gave me a whole bunch of cool card packs to open for like TikTok and stuff. And I've been so tempted to open these. I have so much footage. It is insane, bro. It is insane. But these cards, these rock cards, have been just staring me in the eye. I'm like, but yeah, I got a lot of editing to do, bro. I got like three memory cards full of footage.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, tons, Cernock. That's why I was like, I got it. And then like you get back home and it's like life hits you right in the ball sack.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm tired, man. I'm worn out. Like yesterday, I think I was just like done. Like my body shut down a little bit. I was like, nope.
I got about 2 hours to relax before I had to worry about real life stuff.
I mean, I worked all day, but I was done.
It's tiring. Like a lot of people don't understand that. They want it like trust me, it is so much fun. But getting up and driving and walking and doing like Jimmy and I and Carrie were literally like 12 days straight of just like morning to night, like walking, doing all types of crazy stuff.
I mean, if it wasn't for this, ideal physique that I have, I would have struggled. I was Kentucky compared to, man, I would say there was definitely, as you got closer to Cincinnati, so that part I won't count because Cincinnati up there, that was super busy. But down where we were, I compare very similar to Northern Ohio, very similar. Like, that's a lot what it's like. It's a lot of, you're still going to hit a ton of sales and miss at most of them. Like, you're going to miss at most of the sales. That's just how it is. But there's enough sales that eventually you're going to find the good ones.
Did you buy those, Eric?
No, a guy who's the assistant coach with my daughter's volleyball team had sent me some pictures the other day. He said he has a collection of like 300 to 1,000 cards in that era. And he's like, he goes, I don't want to list this stuff on eBay. So I was like, well, I hadn't gave him a number because I didn't really.
I mean, are you wanting to buy those for yourself, or what are you going to do?
I was gonna say, hey, does anybody want to buy these?
Well, see how low he'll go. Work your magic, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, he's like, these are some of the better ones, is what he said. Of course, that's all relative.
There's some nice ones in there.
Yeah, I said, of course, that's all relative because what he thinks maybe get, like he said, he goes, because I asked him, I said, do you have any idea what you're wanting for these? And he's like, he goes, I haven't looked them up at the values in years. I'm not really sure. So I'm like, well,
yeah. I mean, it just depends on how.
Like my big thing is, it's like, hey, if you could send a couple pictures, I can pass them to some folks, see if there's any interest, any idea of quantity in what you're looking to get. So then he says they're mainly 61 to 63 tops, 63 fleer, maybe 300 to 1,000 cards. That's a pretty wide range, right?
Yeah, it is. And then the other thing is the quality of the
like without seeing them and touching them, like it's hard to.
Yeah.
So he's like, I mean, you know me, like what I did initially is go in and look at those eras and go top to lowest and see what things are selling for. But like it looked like most of those cards in that picture are like 20 to 50 kind of range.
Yeah.
Like on the higher end, probably 50, the lower. And then there's some of them in there that are $1, you know?
Exactly.
So it's one of those things. I was like, but 300 to 1,000, that's the thing that kind of throws you, because it's like, dude, if you got 1,000 cards, that's way different than 300 cards. Depending. Yeah, he said money wise, I haven't kept up over the years like I did when I was buying 20 years ago. So there's that.
My computer doesn't like it.
Hard to justify the 127 when I can stay home, go to community town wide sales that weekend. I may not find as much, but my overhead is a whole lot less. Yeah, for me, 127 most of the time, if I break even, come out ahead, I'm good. Like that, I used it as a way to hang out with other folks. I mean, I've never not made money at the 127. I will say that. I've never not made money.
Yeah, Black Sheep said it best. I try to think of 127 as a vacation.
That's yeah.
Shoot, if it was a vacation, I could have gone to Paris with my wife.
I mean, from a mental standpoint, that's how I think about it. Because you never know if you're going to find something good.
Yeah, he said plenty of things to make money on, but can't recall one standout item.
This has happened to me a couple of times recently too. I don't think it's the same person, Joey. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure, but this has happened to me a few times.
You know what the wild thing is here on the Outer Banks? I just seen a message from like a little post from somebody I know. They're talking about like so for us, people are talking about hurricanes. An oddity of the Outer Banks is the people that are local actually don't mind a storm at the end of summer. Because like they're just tired. Everybody's tired. They're like, hey, have a little storm blow through, run everybody out of here for like a few days, and then we can take a break.
Right?
Like it sounds weird, but that's really one of those things. And then oddly enough, if things are slow, a lot of the construction guys, they want to see a little damage to rental homes, to be honest, because it gives them something to do over the winter.
Oh,
like
wow.
it's a weird thing to think about, but that's like insurance money is a real thing that comes and gives a little bolster through the winter. I don't wish any ill towards anyone, but that is just how things are. He said it's the same year. You got Bears money, Tim? What happened to 1 and 5?
Well, when you're one in 5 after 12 days, adds up.
Yeah. So you'll definitely be net profit though for the trip, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't. It's just gonna take a little while, you know.
Yeah. You mean you didn't sell 800 hats while you were there? Get everything
No,
net.
I tried to do a card whatnot show and it bombed.
That
I wasn't
good.
in my regular time slot.
Leroy's just got his own black screen for a minute, dude. Like we're down here. It's a guys. Somebody who's never joined the podcast, Craigslist Hunter in the building today.
Hey,
What's going on?
How
we doing, fellas?
You guys didn't know Craigslist Hunter was a Reds fan, did you?
Yeah, everybody's running the shop. I took a break and just let them do their thing. I thought I'd pop on with you guys.
Nice.
I'm lacing soccer cleats. I got new old stock at 127.
Gotcha.
You've already made some sales though.
Yeah, I've made here, I'll pull it up and see what all I've sold. I think I've sold like 5 or 6 things already from 127. I got those Barbie dolls. That was just an awesome find. Here's like a miniature bolo. I can't like go crazy and say it's a big bolo, but these go for $40, $50, pretty regular. These like Mr. Clean auto dry.
yeah. Oh yeah.
If you can get them cheap, I paid $10 a pop for those at the 127.
Nice.
And then have you guys heard of these Mycene dolls? It's like a Bratz knockoff. When I saw it at the sale, I thought it was a Brat. And then I looked it up. It's called like Mycene Icy Bling. I got it for $2, listed it for $140, and sold overnight.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. It looks just like a Brat. It's a Mattel Mycene. And even out of the package, they go for like $70.
Jeez. Wow.
Heck yeah. Mine.
I was cracking up listening to Tim tell the story of that boat and tow. That was so wild. That old lady was rough, man. Like I was trying to negotiate with her, and she was not having it. I got it on camera too. I can't wait to go back and watch it.
Oh, there's. I should just make a whole clip, a whole like 20 minutes of Tim's negotiations on that trip.
That was a sale that was like 100 yards away from
Four Roses.
We could see Four Roses from their front yard.
They had a lot of Four Roses like stuff. Those posters were pretty cool.
Yeah, they were too high on them though, man. I was looking those up. They have a horrible sell-through rate.
What
I like
posters
Four
were
Roses
they?
is sought after some of the other brands.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it was like bourbon everything down there. Like every sale we went to had something bourbon related.
Oh, I bet.
So it's not like Tennessee with moonshine out the back. It's just,
Right.
yeah, those guys. Tim, that would be funny, man. Just straight rejection clips.
I didn't get rejected much. The best one is going to be this eyeglass because I think between me and that old lady, we had a blast for about a good 10 minutes on those eyeglasses. I mean, I because you know it takes a lot for me to spend $35.
Yeah, what do they sell for? Like 100?
No, these I think I listed them for 200.
Nice.
I had never heard of these before, so I'm very now I've learned something new though. Oliver Peoples. If you guys ever see Oliver Peoples, they're like Italian designer eyeglasses.
Yeah, the vendors set up at these highway sales, they'll negotiate way harder than just like your average garage sale. You know, they'll put on the boxing gloves and go at it.
Yeah. I got good footage of one of my niggas.
What was that of, Jimmy?
That was a couple paperweights.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna be the paperweight back out guy.
Oh my god.
I tried to back out of a deal and he wouldn't even let me. It was funny though. That was those. I walked up into this paperweight and I asked him how much for the paperweight, right? And he said $5, and he said or both for 10. And I'll admit I was probably the one in the wrong. And so I put the one that I had down and I picked the other one up and I liked that one better. So I was like, I walked over and I'll take this one for $5. And he goes, well, I wanted more for that one.
Oh god.
And I was like, oh, my bad. Then here you go. Give me my money back. You can have your paperweight back. And he's like, no, we're good. And I was like, no, I don't want to. Like, I'm not trying to take this from you. Like, and then I even said, like, no, I want to cancel the deal. Like, I'm done. Because he was being kind of a, and then he's like, no, we're good. And I was like, you never made a big deal. You wanted more. I'm not going to give you.
Jimmy's like, I'll call your bluff.
Yeah. So I got a video of it, and I'm the paperweight back out guy now. So
when they say that, it's I've had people do that. Like, hey, $5 or
yeah,
both for 10. I was like, dude, that's not even a deal. Like, what are you saying?
Right? Yeah. That's not a strong point for some of these people. Yeah. Jimmy, what are you going to title that video?
I don't know. I'm gonna reach out to my mentor and ask for some advice.
Yeah, call Craigslist Hunter.
Yeah,
he'll help you out.
No, I'm gonna maybe ask some people for some advice on that one.
Well,
when I get to it,
what I always do is like when I'm editing my video, it's like, what was the most interesting thing that happened? And it seemed like that's probably your answer to your question is like that negotiation. So somewhere like pick out something he said or like what happened specifically. He tried to back out of this deal or like he thought I was backing out of this deal or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Play around with stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to watch. I mean, that's pretty much exactly how I went down. I got to watch me. See if there's anything else that he said that might, trigger some things too. It was funny though.
People,
I haven't even started to go through that footage yet.
Oh my god! I
want to get that video. I want to get some of the 127 stuff out right away. So I'll probably do that later this week. Yeah, definitely. Like you said, I'm gonna use something that he said and kind of make him the highlight of the video.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll like quote what they said in the thumbnail.
Right. It's funny.
It seems like people definitely prefer drama over like what we found. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I might have to be the villain in that video. I might have to label myself as the villain.
Oh yeah, you gotta be comfortable being the villain, man.
Yep.
They're gonna hate you whether you pretend whether you're the villain or not. So you may as well just embrace the role. The haters, anyways, not everybody.
So are you holding any footage for next year's drop or repurpose it?
Holding
footage. I know
footage.
said that they always would try to put out the first 127 video of the year.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that smart.
He's temporarily retired though, OSP. So.
You know what? My 127 video that I put 127 in the title last year was getting views this year.
How did that do overall, Jimmy? Did it do a lot better than your normal videos?
Yeah, it did about average.
See, because like the way I look at it is the average person that watches YouTube and we get recommended in their sidebar, they don't know what the hell 127 is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't see it as being a great thing, really. I think you could put in your description, you know, I was hitting the Route 127 sale, and that'll pop up in the search queue if somebody's searching 127. But
I mean, my views are sad, but you'll see like it was just putting along, and then you can see at the very end, it right there. That's the last couple. It spiked again. I mean, yeah.
that was the biggest thing for me. I had a channel for like 2.5, 3 years, and it wasn't until like I flipped a switch of who's my target audience that like my views really took off. Because like my titles were always like Saturday garage sale haul, or you know, look what I found at this garage sale. And then Steve from Steve and Steph is like, he's like, you got to forget all this. Like you're advertising to like this small niche, but like you want to advertise to the broad. Like you want to your audience is the people that watch American Pickers and Pawn Stars, and you know they have a little bit of an interest in this like POV style garage sale. So you got to like title it and thumbnail it accordingly.
For sure.
Hey Wes, how's it going?
And then I've been doing my TikToks again, and
You were churning them out, man.
I'm
saw you.
getting back to it. Look, and look, I almost did it. I almost unlocked it.
Nice, man. It's paying
How
off.
many more hours do you need, Jimmy?
It's views. I just need
Views,
it'll be unlocked tomorrow. It only updates daily. It looks like. Yeah, it'll unlock tomorrow.
There
Oh,
we
you're
go.
already over. You're just waiting for them to unlock it.
What's that?
I said you're already over. You're just waiting for it to update.
Yeah, it'll update tomorrow and it'll unlock.
Nice.
So I gotta start making. My plan tonight is to make like 3 or 4 1-minute TikToks to upload once that unlocks.
I gotta start making TikToks. I've never made $1 from TikTok. Is it worth doing the videos?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Carrie was breaking it down for us.
I was gonna say that's
Carrie's the reason I'm there right now. Like Carrie showed me some things, and I'm gonna find out.
that's what at one time that was his biggest income was TikTok, right?
Yeah, and then they stopped it, and now they've brought it back, and it's crazy, bro.
Interesting. All right, that's my homework for today.
Yeah, reach out to Carrie.
I was gonna say, reach out to Carrie.
He should.
Okay. I
taught
should
me
be
a lot.
improved. I've had some videos go viral on there, but who knows? So it's got to be a minute to make money. That's the new thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did monetize my raccoon channel.
Nice.
Raccoons.
That was like the pre 1 minute requirement.
Is he still around?
Yeah, is he still hanging?
No, I didn't. There was probably a full year that went by that I didn't see him. So I think he's chilling with his homies in raccoon heaven now.
He finally made it into the compactor.
Yeah, he's at the pearly gates.
It was good while it lasted, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Ricky was a trip.
Did he get comfortable with you where he wasn't hissing at you, or?
Yes, but to an extent. Like there was one time I got a little too close to him, and he's like, "No, back up." Like he's still a wild animal, you know. Like we weren't cuddling up on the couch or anything, but
not like the other TikTokers where they let the dare in the house and stuff.
No. Oh man, I've seen that one raccoon one that
the guy sits on
lady
the
just
porch.
opens up her kitchen window and they just go up and get food. It's clean. I don't think they ever use this.
Dude, we had a lady here locally. Like back in the day, I worked for the bread company, and we disposed of bread that was no good or whatever.
Oh yeah,
the lady would come out and get bags of that stuff. Dude, she lived in the woods, man. Like no power out there. She was known here as the bear lady.
Wow.
Literally, like black bears would come to her house, like all this kind of stuff.
What?
Yeah. So later in life, apparently they don't really know what happened, but he went out there and there was like bones and stuff. But yeah, that lady was the bear lady. She has videos like of her feeding the bears by hand, like petting them, all that kind of stuff. They're all wild, dude. Like, but there's all kinds of conspiracy around it because she was also very where she lived. She had like 100 some acres out there. And, so she was always running off hunters and stuff because you can hunt bear here.
Interesting.
And there's a lot of them on some like wildlife refuge out there. There's places you can't hunt, and they only open it up for certain periods of time. So some people think that somebody killed her and the bears ate her, but it's conspiracy. We don't know.
Interesting.
But it's crazy, dude. Like she used to come out there, man. Like, yeah, she's all about the bear. Like had all kinds of videos. People would drive out there and see her bears and all this kind of stuff. She had like 4 or 5 of them that hang around. I was like, nuts.
I mean, they're still wild animals at their core, you know. Like,
yeah, dude, they're a bear.
And Roy, you got a little too close to their tiger.
Yeah,
they fucked around and found out. Oh shoot, my bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not used to being live.
They got the, they definitely got the, I see those guys that do all that gator handling and stuff. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, they're like, they go shake your hand, missing a couple digits.
Dude, hey, when I was in high school, like I grew up in Northwest Florida, like I had zoology class in high school, and it was mainly just one of those classes. The guy who ran it is an old redneck dude. Like he would be like showing us roadkill and stuff. But he took us to this gator farm, like turtle farm, gator farm. And we get out there, and dude, they've got these little alligators you can hold. I mean, they're barely like double size of your hand, right? So one of my buddies are like, man, I wonder if they bite. And he literally stuck his finger in that thing, and it's like a tiny little gator, but you can hear because their jaws locked.
Yeah,
so the jaws like crank down on his finger, man. And he's like locked. He's like trying to get it off. I was like, dude, why would you do that? Why would you stick your finger in an alligator's mouth? What do you think it's gonna do?
Oh my god!
No, Kathleen, they're black bears out here. We have black bears here local. Yeah, my dukes. Took me a second to register. It's my dukes. Yeah, black bears out here. You can like near where I live. You can drive out to the refuge and see bears. Like it. I mean, they'll be out there like 20 deep, like cows out there. Damn, a jaybird in the house. Good to see you.
Do you guys know that Carrie has a secret TikTok he hasn't told anybody about?
Oh my god! He died.
Yeah, it's I'll have to send it. I'll text it to you. It's this guy.
He was 100% Carrie's doppelganger.
Yeah, it's his doppelganger for sure. The way he even acts is like Carrie.
Is it a copycat or is it?
No, it's a totally different thing. Now I can't find it. Hold on a second.
Dude, the guy looks just like Carrie, like Johnson. Yeah, they like his mannerism was the same too.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It looks like...
Oh wow.
He even talks like him.
Yeah, it's wild. It might actually be Carrie.
It could be. It's just a account called Hope and Justin. I was dying laughing, and I followed him, and like it's coming up and on my feed and stuff. It's so
Wait,
funny.
is that guy from Utah? He might be one of Carrie's brothers or something.
It could be. He's a
Somebody
riot.
gotta send it to him.
So funny.
Listed.
Benjo said that buyer said they accepted the offer and somehow it declined. Thought I did it, so they paid full price instead. There you go.
Man.
That was that give and take away thing, huh? Give it, take away.
Didn't meet up with
And they,
Pinjo,
they
did
don't
you?
pay full.
No, he didn't. He wasn't able to come.
Do you?
Pinjo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, black bears are all out here for sure. He said he saw them on the road 17 up near where he's at. I've had some close encounters with bears here. Like I could reach out and touch them, kind of thing.
That's one thing I have not seen out here. And they're out here. I've never seen a bear out here. I don't think I have.
No, and like, I mean, if you ever seen a bear run, dude, like you're not getting away from that. Like,
I mean, I think I could. I think I'd be all right.
Oh,
I mean, you know, I run a 4.6 40. You know what I'm saying? So I think I might be
hey,
all right.
I missed that episode, Tim. I haven't seen that episode.
no, I have not seen that episode either.
Yeah,
As long as I run diagonal, I'll be okay.
I'll tell you what, I've seen it. If there's kids giving away soccer cards, Tim is.
Yeah. Jimmy caught me chasing after kids for free soccer cards.
I mean, there's no other way to.
yeah, that's tough.
We'd be in these
You
big
weren't
tent
pushing
cities.
kids over now, were you?
Yeah,
What's that, Sarah?
my bear story at say when I worked for the bread company, we lived next door, like just maybe 100 yards from where I worked. And so that there was the dumpster for the bread was between our place and the bread company, like just around the corner. My office was inside like the front of the store. My kids were this is after my wife had the stroke, so she weren't able to be out. But I had went to run an errand, and they were playing with some of the neighbors' kids, like kind of in front of our place. There was like some picnic tables and stuff. They're walking home. They see a bear. They get scared. They run in my office, call 911, right? And the oldest boy was a Hispanic kid that was with them. And he gets on the phone. He's so scared, like he's just speaking Spanish. And the operator's like, I don't know what you're saying, like that kind of stuff. So my youngest gets on the phone with him and tell him where we're at. That, hey, we're at the bread company in Mans Harbor. There's a bear, and it wouldn't let us. Like basically, it's between us and our house. And so the police came out there and ran the bear off. Right. So that night, I'm listening. We're sitting in the living room watching TV, and I hear something at the back door. It's a bear. And I look out there, I see the bear. I'm like, okay, like I just kind of put something in front of the door because they can come in your house. Like they're pretty strong. So we do that. Hey, Mike. So we do that. And then it comes around on the front porch. One of my neighbors calls and says, hey, there's a bear on your front porch. I was like, yeah, we understand. It was just on the back porch. So then the next morning, so we work at like 4 a.m. bread company. You got to go in there. And it's our warehouse, opens the doors, the truck's back in kind of situation. So we're there. I call all the guys that night, and I was like, hey, be aware when you come to work in the morning that there's been a bear hanging out here today. And just be careful, like put stuff beside your truck so the thing can't come in the warehouse. Because if we get in here with all this bread, we're not getting it out. Like, so we do that. It didn't show up that morning. So then what happens is later that day, same day, I'm leaving my office, walking to the house, and when I would round the corner by the dumpster, there's the bear, like literally 3 feet from me. When I round the corner, I was like, and he's standing up looking at me. And so I just kind of back up, go back in the office. I'm like, okay. So there's a guy who worked for me at the time. This dude's like, I mean, he's bigger than me. He's like 6'5", big muscular dude. And he's like, yeah, I always thought it'd be cool to wrestle a bear. So I go in there, he's in the office, right? I was like, hey, bro, come out here for a second. And like we walk out the front of the office, like we're still decent enough we can get back to the door if the thing was to charge at us or whatever. And I was like, there's a bear. Go jump on it. I'll record it. And he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good with that. He's going back in the house. Well, like that thing was probably adolescent bear, maybe about 250, 300 pounds. Like it was pretty jacked. But so my buddy who called me the night before and said, "Hey, be careful, bear on your porch," kind of thing. He calls me that night and says, "Hey, got some bear jerky if you want it." That's what he's talking about. Because you can hunt them out here, and people do. So one of those things. But yeah, face to face with a bear is not a place you want to live. I didn't have nothing in my body say, "Hey, go pet that thing and see how it reacts." I was like, nah.
I'm good.
I have a healthy respect for those things.
What up, Mike?
Nah, a whole lot of nothing. I was just sitting here enjoying the episode, and I wasn't going to come on until Tim said he could outrun a bear. And I was like, dude, I love you so much that I just need to tell you no. You can't.
No.
Hey, have you ever watched Napoleon Dynamite? You guys watched Napoleon Dynamite? I bet I can throw that football over the mountain.
Oh, over the mountain, yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Rico.
Man. Uncle Rico.
So, Mike, how many items have you listed so far, bud?
None, dude. None at all. They're in my truck. I seriously thought, I was like, maybe I should go and just fake the funk a little bit and just bring a few boxes right behind me and just pretend that I've been doing stuff.
Like
but how real quick, how's the audio in here? Because this is the first
You're
time.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, because I got the office set up yesterday. You know, my wife's dad, he passed away, and so we've taken part of his in-law suite and kind of turned it into my office. That way, I don't have to work in the garage anymore. So I'll just, thankfully, no more 100-degree weather and having to do it early in the morning and then late at night having to work outside. So we cleaned out the room yesterday and then got the new desk set up and everything because I'm supposed to go on with Jimmy and them for the podcast here in a little bit. And I was like, man, I don't know how the audio is going to be because the walls are so bare. So that's a big thing. But no, just took time with my wife yesterday being back. We had Sunday evening, went to dinner. And then yesterday, she's still kind of on convalescent leave. So just hung out with her, watched a little bit of TV. She had to work some. But just being here. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, I did. I had to do all of that. Ate some food. Went to the grocery store yesterday. Mike was complaining about how long it took me to text the picture. I was in the damn Safeway, and his service in there is horrible. I was like, these people probably think I'm never going to send this picture.
Yeah. I thought it had to do with the Apple Android battle that we constantly have.
No.
Switch to WhatsApp. That's what Dave did because we got tired of the low quality pictures from Apple people.
Yeah.
But
maybe you guys should just switch to Apple instead of switching to WhatsApp.
No. We prefer the Superior phone. It's fine if y'all want to catch up. Whatever. What about y'all? How'd y'all do with listing and everything? I know Rod started listing right away. There's no doubt in my mind that's what he did. What about you? Well, you were listing there. You had drafts.
Yeah. I got it. I have 27 items ready for a knickknack show tonight. And I've already listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 items so far this morning. So
you're on it, dude.
Wait a
yeah, Rod had a flat tire and drove through a hurricane and then listed like 100 items after he got home.
Yeah. Crazy.
Hardcore.
Machine.
He'll be floating them packages out next week.
Meanwhile, I haven't released a video for like 93 days. So
yeah, that's the one thing that's why I wanted to get all this stuff done first, because it's going to take me so long to scrub through all the footage, because I literally have 12 days of footage between the card show and the 127.
and you have to do that between 2 different channels.
Yeah,
2 or 3.
2 channels. Because we didn't. The only thing I was gonna do is if for Authentic and the Beard is if I was gonna be able to get interviews of some of the football players. But you had to be like an ambassador, I think, in order to get time with the players, like one-on-one time. But I mean, we still got to get backstage, dude. I got to do. That's the one thing I need to find on my go to footage. I got to reenact the Cool Running scene with Malik Yoba, who is Yul Brenner in Cool Runnings, and Junior. You know the scene where they're like, look in the mirror and tell me what you see. I see pride. I see power. That whole scene. So we were backstage, right? And they were back there signing a Jamaican bobsled suit. And I walked up to him and I was like, I just want to let you guys know that that's one of my favorite movie scenes of all time. And Malik Yoba was like, oh, yeah, really? Do it right now. And I was like, okay. So I looked at Carrie thinking Carrie would know the scene. So I'm like, I'm going to do one part and Carrie's going to do the other part. And then Carrie just froze and he didn't know what was going on. So I had to do both actors' words from the scene. And then when we finished, Malik Yoba was like pounding me up and they were both laughing. And then they looked at Carrie and they pounded Carrie up and they're like, I don't know what the bleep you were doing, but I like you. It was crazy.
I can promise you that all of us. Well, I've seen Cool Runnings and Cool Runnings as a kid, but I cannot quote a thing. I know that they had the chant thing before they, as they started, and dude, I couldn't even tell you that. So I would have left you. I would have left you hanging too, just like Carrie.
Well, it was completely off. Like it wasn't like I was like, Carrie, this is what I'm gonna go do. We were just walking by him, and you know me, like sometimes I just get like an urge to just like not like worry about anything and just like no filter.
You're the wild card.
Yeah, kind of a wild card.
Yeah, the only one are you dead, man? Are you dead?
Zonka wasn't there at the time. It was just the two of them. But we got to see Dan Marino, Troy Polamalu, Edgerrin James, Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid. They were all backstage when we were back there, so that was pretty cool.
Was Dougie Doug there?
No, he wasn't there. That's Sanka. I didn't see him back there. But yeah, it was
John Candy. John Candy, I hear he's hot right now.
Who?
John
Kobe?
Candy. I hear he.
John Candy? No. Listen to him.
Yeah, I hear he's hot right now.
I want to see if Rod puts that in his video. That interaction, because it was just me and Rod, I think, that were there.
I was on the other side of trying to find my way into the tent, so I could just hear the conversation when there's like this big blue tarp between the two of us. I was like, "What is going on over there?"
Yeah, for people watching that haven't heard the story, this guy had all these cards. He was an older dude, and Rod's digging through the cards, and I was like, "Did you find any Kobe in there?" And Rod's like, "No." And the guy with the sales like, "Why is he hot right now?" I was like, "No, he's dead." The way the dude said it, I genuinely don't think he knew.
No way. No way.
He doesn't know. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. Like, no, you don't. Shut up, dude.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. The Dynamet Tua. Wow.
He just got the bag, didn't he?
Yeah, he got paid.
Yeah. Secured the bag. Is that what they say?
Yep. Secure the bag. As the kids say these days.
Same thing.
Dolphins are fun, man. They're a fun team.
Hopefully they stay healthy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad said I heard Dan Marino while I was packing. He had to come back over and comment. Yeah, John, you see.
Yeah, Dan Marino still looks like he's doing isotone commercials, man.
Commercials.
Back surgery.
I feel like I could have held my ground doing Oklahoma drills with Troy Polamalu though.
See, I was like, that was literally,
oh my god!
Definition. I thought
running a bear. Oh my god! Now Polamalu.
Last what was it? Last year on Authentic in the Beard, he's telling the guys, I can run a 4.6, guys. I can run a 4.6.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what did who was it that got out there? Snoop went out there and ran a 40 somewhere and like shocked the heck out of people.
Dude, they said that they're man, talk about people getting paid. Like Snoop is getting seriously paid to do the
Olympics
coverage.
Oh yeah.
And it's just boosting his career. I mean, everybody, he got shirts made of the athletes. Like his wardrobe to go out there, he probably spent $200,000.
Yeah, he's cruising around with Martha Stewart. I saw that.
Oh, him and Flavor Flav single-handedly are winning the Olympics between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he got Flavor Flav in.
Well, Flavor Flav, he was like
He supported the polo team.
Yeah, and then another athlete too on the track and field, because he was I when I started reading on that, I started reading and he does a ton of stuff like charities, and like it's crazy because you never hear about it, you know what I'm saying? But like when I was reading the article on him, I was like, he does so much stuff, it's crazy. Like that's like his second calling in life after like everything he's been through. He's just like spends most of his time like finding people to give back to. It's crazy. Yes, Authentic does not let stuff like that fly over there. I feel bad for him. He got COVID and he was supposed to go to all the training camps.
Oh, that's why he's giving up all the tickets. That's
yeah.
Hey, who's selling stuff?
I don't know.
Jimmy's phone goes to Ching all day long when we were on vacation, bro. Him and Uncle Steve, the first night we were there, Uncle Steve must have sold 37 golf clubs or whatever his mechanical machines he's selling. His phone was going bananas.
I might have listed a Pokemon card too low of souls.
Yeah, I changed the price on a camera yesterday. When I came back, I was pushing out offers and stuff, and I sold similar, and it went from 160. Somebody had something similar to it listed for 120. I put it up for 100, and just like 10 minutes later, I was like, well, mine was open box. The other one, I just wanted it gone. I wanted something to boost it. Now, get the listing, that way I can follow that up, continue.
Man, Black Sheep says that two will make more money in 1 year than Dan did his entire career. That's crazy, isn't it? As far as salary. Yeah, Snoop, $8 million for 16 days at the Olympics. That ain't bad.
And that's
$8 million. What you said?
$8 million payday for doing the coverage at the Olympics.
Yeah, he don't have to pay for food, travel, nothing.
16 days.
$8 million goes in the bank.
Yeah.
Didn't pay for anything else. I mean, that was good. Like, you need stuff like that. And Snoop was good, dude. Like, I wish Snoop had. He did that Tyson exhibition a couple years back. What was it, Tyson and Roy Jones? Hey, dude, that was so funny. Like, I wish Snoop would do boxing all the time after that.
Yeah, listening to him do the badminton commentary was awesome.
I didn't even hear that.
It's so good. It's so good.
He did the horse one with Martha, and Martha's like, she's like, yeah, he's definitely afraid of horses, but I'm going to get him a horse in my stable.
They were both dressed up like they were about ready to ride the horses. Like they were full-blown equestrian outfits.
The only one I watched that I've seen was the one them eating in the fancy restaurant. And he's like, on some of that stuff, he's like, nah. Like, I ain't doing that. Like, she's like, escargot. He's like, she goes, do you know what that is? He's like, snails? He's like, yeah. LaDonna says, see New England's quarterback trying to look like Mahomes. Dude, I think every teenage boy in America has to try to have that haircut. Hey, Sue. She said she missed a couple weeks. Good to see you. Oh, Nebraska, not New England. Okay.
Oh yeah, I saw that, LaDonna. I'm not gonna talk about my team. I don't want to jinx it, but we look like my pro team. We look like we're gonna go in with some offensive weapons, and we're gonna be throwing down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have a. I was talking to my brother, and I was doing a bold prediction, and this was before even the holiday. This was like in May. We were talking about and everything like that. I have a bold prediction. Week 2, Monday Night Football, Texans, Bears. Okay? This is going to be the Caleb Williams, I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. The Texans blow out the Bears and embarrass them. Like, I'm talking about, like, the Texans are going to put up, like, 50 to 60 points in that game.
Oh, yeah?
That's my bold prediction for week 2.
Tim will take that action.
Huh?
No. I'm to me, the Bears are are going to be very interesting to watch. Oh yeah, I forgot Joe Deals is a Bears fan.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe Deals. If you're listening,
because the thing is it's going to come down to Caleb Williams, and not even just Caleb Williams, but I think the coaching staff too, because he has the best setup of any rookie quarterback ever, in my opinion.
Look,
like he's got. Oh, you're is that your receipt?
Yeah, right there.
Because he's got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. They just drafted Rome. They got DeAndre Swift. I mean, as a quarterback, he's got all the weapons he needs. There's going to be no excuses for him. No excuses.
That's just my bold prediction. I can see it happening.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the Texans got a whole slew of people too.
We're gonna be scary. Now we ain't gonna win every game, but I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be no. And this is not a dig at you, Tim, but it ain't gonna be no Commanders averaging 12 points a game type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sounds like a dig to me.
I have decided that I will not be doing the draft this year.
You're not doing fantasy football?
No, I did so great last year that I want to throw up this year, so I'm good. I'm going to focus on reselling at that point.
Okay, yeah, okay, gotcha.
Can I take over your team, Leroy?
Absolutely.
All right. I'll bring you another championship.
Yeah. I got dead last.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, the champions in the building now.
And I got good traders too. I got a guy that will trade with me some good stuff too.
Do you guys do
Mike don't he don't do that kind of stuff.
No, not a keeper league. It's redraft. So you're not stuck.
Mike don't what? Mike don't do what?
Leroy is talking about good trades. Good trades.
I gave him a good trade. It's not my fault the dude got hurt the week after. If I could see the future, I'd be a better reseller. Hell, I wouldn't need to be a reseller.
You just be putting down numbers.
Yeah.
Even Brian's adding to it. There you go. No one will score 50 on the Bears game.
Whoa.
I'm predicting like a 53, 54 to like 17 game in that game.
I'm just waiting to see if the Finns can remain healthy this year.
Yeah. But see, that was my thing. I'm like, yo, we need to stay healthy. But I'm like, I don't know, man. If someone goes down, we got another dude just to go in there, you know?
December 15th. So Dolphins, Texans. Ooh, we play the Raiders again this year. Woo-hoo. That'll be the house divided.
But you know what I'm going to predict, Tim?
What's that?
All right, I have two other bold predictions. Jaden Daniels is going to surprise some folks.
He's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Now, he ain't going to have a C.J. Stroud like year, you know what I'm saying, rookie year. But he going to – no, listen. Here's my other – this is my sneakiest prediction of this year. The sneakiest of the sneakiest. The Falcons will make the playoffs.
Well, listen, they got a quarterback now.
Hey, listen, he's going to go out. Michael Penix Jr. is going to come in and show everybody up. I'm telling you.
I would love that because I was telling everybody Michael Penix Jr. was ranked my number 3 quarterback in the draft.
Kirk Cousins is going to go down with some kind of weird elbow tinnitus or something like that. And
you're really on to some Miss Cleo's vibes today.
Why? He's gonna have that, and he's gonna be out like 2 or 3 games, and Michael Penix Jr. is gonna come and just light it up, and everyone's gonna be talking. Does he get the starting position back? Yeah.
So you're gonna say it's gonna be like a Dak Prescott kind of thing?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that was my brother's hot prediction that the Cowboys are just gonna be absolute trash this year. They might win like 5-6 games. That's it.
No, Cowboys are awesome in the regular season. They're not trash till they get to the postseason.
Hey, and nobody here talking about the Cowboys. Let's just move on. Let's go back to
I can tell you about the Cowboys if you want me to, Mike.
No, because last year you had this prediction that the Redskins were going to win the division and the Cowboys were going to be.
I did not. That was not my prediction.
I predicted the Eagles.
I predicted the Eagles would win the division, but I also predicted the Cowboys were going to go 4-4. We're going to go like 5, or instead of go 6-11.
Yeah,
that was not right. I definitely got a lot of flack for that one. Well, definitely deserved.
So what's it going to be then? What are your predictions for the Cowboys?
For the Cowboys this year?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what's really funny, though, in Cowboys topic. I've been doing a lot. I digested a lot of football content on that grueling drive home. Everybody's got CeeDee Lamb ranked as their number 2 player in fantasy football this year.
Who's ahead of him?
It's quite interesting.
Who's ahead of him? Who's number 1?
Oh, McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's take a peek at the Cowboys' schedule really fast. I'll give you a early, way too early prediction for their record here. All right, so their first game is against the Browns. I'm gonna give the Browns that one. So they're 0-1. I'll give you the Saints 1-1. Lose to the Ravens 1-2. I'll give you the Giants 2-1. I'll give you the Steelers 3-1. Lose to the Lions 3-2. Lose to the 49ers 3-3. I'll give you the Falcons 4-3. Against the Eagles, I'll give you that one 5-3. Lose to the Texans 5-4. Against the Commanders, I'll give you the Commanders that one 5-5. I'll give you the Giants, so that's 6-5. Lose to the Bengals 6-6. Beat the Panthers 7-6. Beat the Bucks 8-6, lose to the Eagles 8-7, beat the Cowboys 8-8. I feel like I missed the game.
You said beat the Cowboys 8-8.
Beat the Commanders.
I mean, that's every game. Any of that loss, the Cowboys beat themselves. Okay.
So I'll give you like I'll give the Cowboys like 8-9, 9-8 this year.
You said lose to the Rams. Oh wait, never mind. That's preseason. Browns. Browns kick it off. Browns win. Saints win. Ravens at home. You think they can't do it?
No. Listen, when I do my real predictions, Joey, I usually do NFC East games 50-50. So like I give the team that's playing at home a win and the team playing on the road a loss.
You're talking about like in the division.
Yeah, in the division, yeah. For prediction purposes.
Can't do that. Like if the Cowboys 4 wins against the Giants and the Redskins, and then split the Eagles. That's the way to do it against those teams.
Well, generally, yes. The recent history does.
There are certain divisions that absolutely you can do that. You can go 50-50 because the teams are that caliber. On the NFC East, that's not the case.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, this is not the Washington teams of years past. We've got a whole new squad, whole new front office, whole new coaching staff. We got the rookie of the year playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be we'll still probably go 5-11, but
Okay.
But you'll look good doing it.
Yeah, about 3.
You guys live stream your draft for fantasy?
We did last time.
Did you?
Are we even? Oh wait, did you already plan it? Am I not invited? I didn't get invited back.
Yeah, everybody who played in the league last year gets first dibs, and then Leroy has turned over his team to John. So
John played last year and then quit in the middle of the year.
I didn't play last year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he did.
That's a different John.
No.
Who was it that quit in the middle of the year? Was that 2 years ago?
I don't think anybody.
Yeah, it was I think it was 2 years ago. He quit in the middle of it.
I've never played in your league. What are you talking about?
You played in their league. You've never played in.
No, I've never been invited.
I've never been invited. He had to get in this year through default.
Yeah.
Who? Somebody quit. I'm pretty sure it said Cincinnati Picker because I was like, yeah, he quit. Maybe it was 2 years ago.
Are many things, Mike. A quitter is not one.
Somebody's team went to crap like the second half of the season. They just stopped doing it.
I think that was Leroy's team.
Or Carrie, maybe?
No, Carrie was in the running. I'm pretty sure it was John. I don't know.
He said it wasn't him.
Maybe dude, I'm telling you. I'm not saying quit because you forgot to keep logging in. That's it. Maybe you forgot your login, but you weren't there. You had a team.
That was in the hall practice.
I'm almost positive I sent you trade requests, and that they were just ignored, not denied, not approved, just ignored.
Wait, a friend request?
No, trade request.
Oh, a trade request. You gotta call me on the phone, dude. I do it like the real managers, okay?
Up until this weekend, I wasn't allowed to have your phone number. I don't even know if I'm still allowed to have it. I don't know. I don't know if that was.
You just can't publish it on those sites that you go on. That's what we said. I don't want
to change all my registration information now.
Yeah. You asked me for my social security number. I said no. It doesn't mean you can't have my phone number.
Speechfinder.com. No, I'll change your phone number.
I'm circling you on the calendar this year, Mike. After all this trash talk, I'll tell you that right now.
I'm telling you.
And you and me are playing. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Who ran it the first year? Jimmy ran it. It wasn't in RIN. It was with Jimmy. Where'd Jimmy go? Jimmy left. Bye, Jimmy.
He's going dark. He's down at the bottom, but he's going dark.
Yeah, dude. Jimmy ran it. I'm pretty sure the first year, and I think some of y'all were in it. I'm pretty sure. And then we ran it through y'all the second one. But there was one where you just I'm telling you, John, you disappeared. I'll stand by it. I am more certain. I'm more certain that you disappeared than Tim is. He could outrun a bear. I'm that certain.
Oh my god!
Hey,
both
John,
may be absolutely wrong, but
John, all this junk that he's talking out, I'll sponsor half. I'll sponsor half of your league.
Yeah, thanks, Leroy.
I'll put half of your payment in there for you.
Thanks.
And that's the truth. You just reminded me. Say, hey, Leroy, you told me you're going to sponsor me.
All right.
That's just old Leroy loses half the amount of money and still has 0% chance of winning.
No,
it's a win. It's a win for Leroy.
I'll give you 60% of my winnings, Leroy.
I don't want any of it. I just want you to put Mike in his place.
I didn't even win last year. What are you talking about? I got beat out at the very end. Jimmy, there you are. Welcome back. Dude, we played fantasy football 2 years ago. And I forgot who all was in the league, but John was in the league and he gave up in the middle of it. Like, not gave up, just disappeared. Am I right? You don't remember? Or you do and you're avoiding siding with me like everybody.
He doesn't know what you're talking about, Mike.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly. There's a 60% chance that it happened.
60% chance. Well, it's time for the redemption show.
I just can't remember who we played through then. Yahoo?
That was the one I ran. That was ESPN.
That's probably why I quit.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That makes sense. I mean,
if I actually
we got that on. He just admitted to it also.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gotta be.
I want to play.
I don't know why it matters to me. I don't know. I maybe it's just he left me hanging on the trade. I could have won that one.
There's a bunch of you guys here. I got a question for you. I'm sort of in the market for a new. I don't use my iPhone for my phone. I just use my iPhone so I can take pictures for eBay. I don't want a new $700 phone. If anybody has used like the 12, the 8 Plus, I'd like to get the Plus or the Max. If anybody has any good recommendations, could you message me on Instagram?
Yeah, I'll tell you, buy one on eBay, dude. Mm.
No, I get them from Back Market. But
here's my district phone. Don't worry, Q4. They'll have Android. Great, good for y'all.
Q4.
Always Q4. Q4. Don't forget to use your. I actually am going to log in right now and use my free coupon thingies.
Thank you, LaDonna.
My eBay shipping supply stuff.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that. I should do that. That's the other thing. I got back home and I was like, damn, I don't got no supplies. I got 30 orders I gotta ship.
I like the big roll of bubble wrap. You didn't even want that.
Listen, Mike, you know how I am about my bubble wrap. I gotta use the best bubble wrap in the world.
Not on non-glass stuff, you don't.
Well, but I mean, I don't need that bubble wrap for non-glass stuff.
Hello?
I was just trying to get rid of it. That's all.
Did you leave it there?
No, Jimmy took it. He's like, yeah, I guess it wasn't mine. It was Kevin. Kevin brought it. He's like, bring it just in case we need it.
I got all of Kevin's
and
recordings.
then we threw it back in the trailer. Yeah, it was supposed to go. It was supposed to be in the trailer. All
Sonny
right.
did the final walkthrough, and she was like, "We got GoPro mounts, we got GoPro harnesses, we got earbuds. Like there was all kinds of treasures left behind."
Hey, sweet. Lord. I think I paid for those. I didn't use my first.
I will tell you, I came home to a foundation for a shed being built in my backyard.
Really?
Yeah.
How big?
I don't know. Pretty big. Josie's dad's been working out there. So I guess we're getting a shed at some point here.
Is the wood form or is it actual concrete? The foundation done.
There. Well, it's he's doing the post right now. So he's
So you have it elevated?
Yeah, but he's been digging like I don't know. These things got to be like 30-foot holes and filling it with cement and big wood posts.
Huh.
Was he making a pole barn?
Joke's on you. It's just going to be a deck.
No, the joke is going to be when I get footed with a bill that I didn't agree to, but I mean, I did say just do whatever you want to do. That was probably not
Dangerous.
Man, I was going to pull this video for Tim.
I got to bounce, boys, and go pack. See you, fellas.
All right, John.
See you later, man. Usain Bolt runs 27.8 miles per hour. A bear runs 30. No chance, Tim.
No chance. Yeah.
30 miles per hour.
I'm glad we had to do the research on that real quick just to solidify the facts. All right, I'm trying to. My problem is like I don't know how to navigate eBay. As bad as it sounds, because I use my phone for everything. I don't really use the desktop. I know how to do stuff, Jimmy.
Well, you're like I sell on eBay, but I have no idea how to navigate that.
The website. So I always have to like Google how to do the promotions. Like,
well, they've changed.
Yeah.
It. And yeah, if you
Advertising. We're actually dropping a video, but I didn't get to it over the weekend, so sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks. In my time of need, y'all have forsaken me.
Yeah.
We can talk you through it, though.
I'm guessing it's under selling and
Advertising dashboard.
well, no, I'm trying to figure out the free stuff. Store.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Look,
you
if
just
you go
got-
over store. It goes to
Save that
subscriber discounts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the coupon.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric.
Code copies. Start shopping. Yeah, I missed it during Q2. I'm very disappointed in myself. I did not.
Oh, where'd John go? I was gonna tell him. Josie said thank you for the chili and the hot sauce and the barbecue sauce.
He had to go
I
ship.
forgot my hot sauce. My Skyline chili hot sauce.
You talked about you talked about bubble wrap, and he decided he needed to go ship.
Yeah. He went to Walmart to get some boxes.
LaDonna's right. The UI on the desktop, it seems like they've added more steps to some of these processes. Like
For what?
clicks. Like you used to be able to like see how many like offers to send out and everything like that. Now it's all drop down. You got to drop down, select it, That goes to there, and then you got to select this, and then it's like 5 extra clicks where you can just click it, send offers, 20, 15, 20%, boom, done. So that's 3 clicks. Now it's like 8 clicks.
They just do stuff to do stuff, you know.
That's
we updated all this stuff. They really downdated it. Well, we love you, eBay. Yep.
Like I'll show you on this. See. My computer's going slow. Yeah, I'm gonna show how to send, like, this is how you have to send offers now from the
For the computer, from desktop.
the computer, yeah.
Yeah, how
So like now, okay, so you see my rock revivals I just listed and everything like that. Now it's like it used to have it all right here, where it would say like how many offers you have, and now it's all in here. Okay, so if you want to go to offers, you got to hit this down. All right, I've got 1 eligible offers. Okay, so you have to click that. Okay, then it loads up what offer it is, and then you can go ahead.
ones that are eligible for
Then
it.
you can go ahead and send your offer. But if you wanted to send multiple offers, you would have to highlight them then, and then you highlighted them, and then go to actions, because there is no send offer button over here. Then you got to go to actions, go down over here, send offers, and then so it's like 3-4 extra clicks you've got to do, where it used to be not like that. Now, like with your advertising, if you go to campaigns, now here you go. You got to create a new campaign. This is how you do your promoted listings now. And then you go to your promoted listings right here. And so they have different stuff now right here. And I think a lot of people are getting confused, but this was pay for replace. This is pay for sales. That's what everyone's doing. And then you got to go, then it drops down, add your listings. Now I'm not going to have any, but again, that's how you would do it then. But we're putting out a video on how to navigate the new promoted listings page.
Hey, did you see this, Tim?
I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, and Diane, it's like, other people are showing. I think they're just fixing it right now.
Mine shows up under task, like where my shipping and stuff would be. That's where my offer shows up under task when I go on the main.
It's just they're messing with the UI,
There's also another thing.
It may be, and also it may look different if you're using Windows Explorer or Safari or something, Firefox or something like that too.
Yeah, that could be true.
Hey, Eric, are you guys recording today?
Maybe. You got something?
Do I got something to record? No.
You do now. All right. All the genes are listed.
Hey Jimmy, I know on your podcast y'all mentioned that y'all don't really do editing.
Yeah.
Is that set in stone, or are y'all gonna make an exception? I just
if you have Mike on there, you might have to do some editing.
Like what are Dan's capabilities? Is what I'm asking.
All my editing.
Huh?
Hey, if you want to really do some editing, have Art come on.
Oh man, can you imagine me, Art, and Mike?
Jeez.
I could on a podcast.
Oh, yeah,
Never
remember
happened.
Art? Oh,
There wouldn't be enough. There wouldn't be enough beeps.
No, you wouldn't beep it, man. Just freedom of speech. We would only broadcast on Twitter with your friend Elon.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this though: you can't stream to Twitter anymore because Elon changed it unless you pay Elon for a blue check. It's the only way you can
I'll do
stream
it.
on Twitter now.
I'll do it. I'll take one for the team. We'll stream on there. Just a bunch of rabble what do they call it? Rabble rousers? Rebel rousers?
Yeah, me, Mike, and Art, we're gonna start a podcast called Those Bleeping Guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what I was going to call it. Whoop, the Potty Mouth Picker Podcast.
Bro, y'all want to see some $200 shoes I picked up? 2 pairs.
Oh,
2 pairs.
I just made a sale.
$200 shoes. You want to see them?
me too.
The big reveal.
Wait, hold on. Let's get you on the big screen up here.
The big reveal right here. Oh yeah.
What are those?
SAS free time.
It looks like
Sass.
Olive Garden shoes.
Olive Garden shoes? What the hell are those?
Dude,
Because, employees got to wear like comfortable black
these
shoes.
retail for $200, bro.
What?
They're Nerf shoes.
These are wild, man.
How much you pay for those?
Oh, bro, nothing, bro. Nothing.
Where'd you get them?
Oh, at my spot.
At the mission?
Yeah.
They fell off the truck, man. They fell
Listen, some
Chernock, I like how you sit there and say, at my spot. Like anybody in here is within 150 miles of you. You could put it out there by name and
I do.
Nobody's going there.
Nah.
Kent says they're not 200 though.
MSRP. Hold on.
He's pulling the comp. Dan and the man in the house.
Yeah, Dan's here. I owe him a headshot. I was just
$194.95 on the SAS.
$194.95.
Ken says clickbait.
And yo, colorway coming, other colorway coming at you. That mocha
Mochaccino.
Hey, watch out now. Hot steppers.
That's the Starbucks version, not the Olive Garden.
Hot steppers. Right? I thought I'd get you on that. Hey, still, bro.
Mike wants to know if you got them in his size. That's what he's asking.
No, these are 7.5. These are 7.5. I don't think that's gonna.
I just like how Turnock can just like make anything sound cool. Like brown shoes, brown nurse shoes. Colorway coming. Mocha. Hot steppers now.
Hey,
Hot
listen.
steppers rolling in.
You might see me wearing those at the next 127 for real.
It ain't got to be sexy for it to sell.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, check out the tongue hit. Look at the tongue hit. You can get Nurse Ratchet in the club. Get Ratchet in the club, Nurse Ratchet. Page you Nurse Ratchet. Page you.
Club Med.
I'm like, how Sherlock's blood pressure goes up, his heart rate starts elevating. Talking about nurse shoes. I'm like, oh my God. That's why I can't list. I'm just not that excited. I'm just
telling you, man, right here.
Oh man, it's great. I love it. I don't know what I should order. I always order the same thing: 10 by 8 by 6, the stupid padded envelopes.
Hey, ain't nobody going to West Virginia doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed it right here, bro. I got a huge gash on my head. Right there. Blew it up.
Find a hat, ASAP.
Nah, people know where my spot is. It's all good. I'll give you a turn on the fan. It's getting a little warm in here when I'm looking at, shoes like that.
So there might be he invites people to come.
eBay sells these things with your coupon. You can get the 12x15 frosted zipper clothing bag, kind of like it comes from Shine or Shun or whatever
I saw that
clothing thing is. And I'm like, why? You just got to put that frosted thing in a bag. Just use a regular dang bag. Like,
yeah, doing it wrong. I'm in Wanchese, bro. Tim, you're still close to Kitty Hawk, right? Yeah. No, I'm the one still close to Kitty Hawk. Yeah.
I got the weirdest feedback while I was on vacation. And I didn't even respond to it because it was positive feedback, but it was just so weird.
Positive, negative feedback?
It says, I don't believe the item I purchased is antique nor authentic carnival glass. It looks to be painted to appear like carnival glass. The seller may not be aware of this, so I have left positive feedback. I'm like, bro. In my mind, I'm just like, and John brought up a good point. John was like, he probably left feedback for somebody else on your item.
Did they buy carnival glass from you?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's you can't fake carnival glass like this. It was so weird. Yeah, like LaDonna knows. She understands.
The seller might not know.
Are you painting carnival glass in your garage?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Now, Tim, we know what you're doing.
Carnival glass with my unlimited free time on my hands.
Like, all they had to do was go to your store and see all the other stuff you had listed and know that you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not like it was some random piece. It was a really nice high-end piece of glass. Like,
well, here's the thing. I mean, are you sure it was federal glass?
Oh, sir, and I will never forget that one. I almost got into fisticuffs with a guy over of what was federal glass or Fire King marking. It was crazy.
Good to see Mr. Jack. Donna said maybe you should recommend the history of carnival glass book to them.
Yeah, I have it right here next to me.
You should just put your name over where the title is and just say, "Hey, this is me," just so you know.
when did Fire King and Federal Glass like have even a reasonably similar marking?
They don't. It's the federal glass is like the shield with the F in it, and the guy was hell bent on it being Fire King. He's like, the F is right here. And I'm like, dude, that is federal glass. Okay. He's like, this is Fire King. This is how much it's going for. You can buy it. And I mean, like, we was back and forth. I was like, you know what, bro? Have a fun day, my guy, because I'm not going to do this with you.
And then you stole it and ran off.
Nah, I just chuckled and, you know.
Broke it.
Oh, man, that would have been great.
Jimmy got you a piece of good glass down there. Did you give him that glass, Jimmy?
Which one?
Did you keep that glass? The Bud base.
I won that glow.
Oh, no, he's got it.
Oh.
Oh, no.
The amber Bud base.
I don't know where that's at right now. It's upstairs somewhere.
I tried to give Tim a $300 piece of glass, sell it to him for $5, and he wouldn't do it.
No, I told you I'd give you $5 for it.
But
and you
stopped
and walked away.
And then you're like, oh, I don't have any cash. You carried me. You carried me. That's what it is. That's what I call carrying me. Carrie does that all the time. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Ooh.
Human urine.
The way my bank account is set up.
Yeah.
No, it was at the time, and then I ended up loading it. I would have sold it to you. And now I got to figure out how I'm going to get Murano-like glass moving.
It might be real, man. It's
No.
tough.
I know.
You know what? Send me a picture. You should have Rod post a picture of it with the other piece in Knickknacks.
I can post it in Knickknacks. I'm approved.
Are you a member of Knickknacks?
Mm-hmm. I can't go live, which is for the best. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's coming anytime soon.
Yeah, we've heard about you. We've seen you. No thanks. Dang. How's y'all shop going? How's one top shop?
It's there.
You know, aren't pushing it really.
We got to figure that out. What we're gonna do. People still make sales here and there. It's been tough. There's just so much stuff going on. Like I wish we had somebody to work with us, like a moderator.
You did see District did release the Android app for sellers.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've been on the beta, but you can only go live.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do everything else.
4 quarter. That's what they say. 4 quarter. Talk to me 4 quarter. Maybe someone will have 4 quarter. I'm like, dude, I can't even post it. I can't. Your live streams. That's what it looks like for Android users. Your live streams go live. you can't do any of the chats. You can't. I can go into a marketplace and then it'll say my previous live streams, and then I can add other ones. So I'm just being patient with them. And static would be huge. Like I would go with static before live, but they're just trying to get all the kinks worked out. So it could be good. Now for if I had a choice, I would have done a beta for. Well, you can't really do a beta for buyers, but I would rather bring the buying market share to the site before I would bring the selling market share.
Well, what they want to do is I think it's the live aspect of the app is the most difficult part as far as programming goes. So I think that they were just trying to get the most difficult part done first and then work backwards.
Yeah, it was something they said with Android, because Dave was saying like anytime that you're developing that, like Android has like Apple has operating systems that are basic, and then Android has like mixes throughout, and then you've got to figure out how it does it across the board on all of them. I forgot exactly what it said. I probably sound stupid trying to explain it.
Because they have so many different devices like that are Android based versus Apple's all one system, so it's easy to do that.
iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14, all and Android operates on Google and all this other stuff. Like, well, I guess it's not a Google phone, is it? They're not Android, or they are Android. They are.
Yeah, everything else is Android if it ain't Apple.
Yeah. But I mean, in the States, it's only 43% of the market share is Android. Worldwide, it's like 70, 73, 74, and then like only 26%. The rest of the world is smarter than us, basically. Everybody who has an Apple here. The rest of the world understands Android. It's superior. But I'm really looking at like district. I wish there was a way you could list on one thing and then just be like click, click, click all the marketplaces you're a part of that it applies to, and just be able to list it in there.
Well, see,
Kinda
the
share.
problem with that is that some marketplaces don't want you listing the same item in multiple marketplaces.
Then you don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have the guidelines in which you have to do it.
I'll tell you what's cool though, which is what I've done, which I don't know if anybody else has had the situation where they can do it, but you can change. You can take a listing that's listed in Dibdit, and you can go in and edit it and move it to One Stop Shop.
Yeah.
And relist it as a separate listing.
It edits the listing. It edits
just takes your listing out of Dibdit into One Stop Shop.
Yeah. So I mean, at least you can rotate it through customers and just say like, "Hey, it didn't sell here for a month. Let's move it over here and see if it sells."
Yeah, there are some shops that have like flat out where you can't cross list it. Like they not if you put it in someone else's marketplace, they're gonna take it down. Like we're doing that. I mean, all it does is kind of clutter up the screen a little bit. Like if someone was searching for an item and they see 5 that's all the same item, it'd be like, okay. Yeah. That's the thing. Like LaDonna said, it does screw up the search algorithm.
But the new feature of co-hosting is so awesome. Did you watch any of that, Cernok? Bruh, it's so dope. It blows Whatnot out of the water. So I can be live and I can invite you to co-host or not. And it's like picture in picture. So the viewer, if I'm live, the viewer taps on my photo and it makes me big screen. If you're selling something, they tap on your photo and it makes you big screen, me the little screen. And the best part about it is when we're live, you add the items in and everything that you sell goes to you. Everything I sell goes to me. It's all separated. It's absolutely amazing. It's so good.
What platform is this?
What's that?
What platform is this?
On District.
Oh.
That sounds interesting.
So we did it when we were at the Airbnb. No problem.
Yeah. It works. It's helpful. Most definitely. It's gonna be good when it's in full force, man. It is gonna be good. It will be. I'm just gonna start doing it for the bulk of my crap. Like,
oh my god, I have so much.
All right, fella, I'm gonna get off. I gotta go. Just relax for an hour before I got to get on with Jimmy, and I got to go take a headshot and everything. Hey, Jimmy, can I just use Ken's headshot? Can I just submit that to y'all? We all put it up.
Oh, that's totally up to you.
No, I'll get that for Dan in here, but I appreciate y'all having me on and dealing with my antics as always.
Oh, we're having you on?
I was talking to Eric about having me on here. Actually, Tim's just like, I put it in a group chat, Mike. It wasn't specific. You were actually the last person I wanted to click the link.
No.
Yeah,
we love good old potty mouth time.
That's right. It's good. All right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later.
All right, Mike. Take care, bud.
Bye, Leroy.
All right, I'm gonna show y'all something. Well, I showed most of you guys, but I'm gonna show the chat. So if y'all know or not, I've done a couple videos with Kevin Commonwealth about hats. Okay, so and those have those. See, I'm trying to get it over here. It's not working. And those hats. A lot of people say, "Hey, I got this cool hat. I want to show you. And it's like, okay, great. You know, I'm always willing to, you know, talk to someone about hats or, you know, clothing and stuff like that. But usually when someone sends me something, it's a $20 hat, $25 hat. You know. Now, I got sent something the other day that I was like, yo, like,
Oh yeah.
when we talk about vintage hats, this had like everything, like all the bells and whistles, everything. Like, this is what you look for when you go looking. All right, here it is. All right, cool. So I'm a slow roll it, but I was just like, because they wrote me a paragraph like, hey, watch your video, yada yada. Wanted to ask you about a hat. I found it. I spent $1 on it, but she said, but from what you were saying in the video, I think I got something. So I want your info on it. And then when she sent it to me, I was like, so here it is. So this is a Honda motorcycle dealership in Inkster, Michigan. 3-stripe trucker hat with scrambled eggs, with the roped, and it's got the lining on the bill. So she was asking, it's got a union tag made in the USA on it. So strap is in good condition. The brim's in good condition. The only thing was the foam.
Yeah.
And she already vacuumed out the foam in it. And she said, she's like, well, I was asking, you know, she's like, I'm glad you're excited, because I kind of told her, I said, listen, it's kind of like, I said, you ever watch Antique Roadshow, where like some people like bring them, you know, the run-of-the-mill stuff, and they're like, yeah, it's this, this, and this. And then you have those ones where they bring it to the appraiser, and the appraiser's like, yo, what? I said, this is like this. This is like, you know, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. She's like, well, I was thinking about putting it up for $100 online. I'm like, listen, if you put it up for $100, it will sell it instantly. I'm like, so now the last thing I told her to list it for $750, and she did. And a couple of days ago, she said she was debating on whether or not to take a $460 offer. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So listen, you ever see anything like this out there? Listen, 3 stripes, scrambled eggs, roped. It's got a major brand with a town, a city, and state on it. Is it still listed? Okay, it's still listed. Okay, I guess she did. I guess she's holding out for more. So
she's probably getting offers all day, every day.
Yeah. So just kind of like put that in your memory bank, and yeah. Oh, you're on mute, Eric.
I was gonna say, it kind of looks like it has puffy paint.
Yeah, it had like a little.
And it's not cracked up, like, you know, like where it's like the puffy on the.
Yeah. And it was in really clean condition, like the inside and everything. She's like, should I do anything to it? I'm like, no, don't do anything to it. So, and she's patient. I said, listen, the right buyer's going to come.
Did she tell you what she paid for it?
$1. Yeah.
At $460, that'd have been hard to say no right there on $1.
Yeah.
That thing might have been already gone. You know, because it's the thing, like we talk about it all the time. Sometimes you have things that you're emotionally attached to that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna hold on and wait.
Yeah.
Or it's like something so rare that you're like, hey, I want to hold on to it. Or if you're a content creator, let's be honest, like, hey, if you're a guy trying to get a $700 hat sold, then that maybe what the deal is. But
yeah.
So,
what do you think that would end at an auction?
I'm not sure.
Because I've seen those type of hats go on auction for crazy money. Now they probably don't get paid for like 5
That's
out
what I
of
was
10
gonna say.
times.
That'd be the only
That's
thing.
yeah, because I did tell her, I'm like, listen, you're gonna have a lot of dudes coming out.
I'd buy it for 50. I'll buy
From
it for 100.
Malaysia hitting you up, and she's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that. I was just like,
You're gonna be getting those texts. Here's my email, my number.
yeah, right. Golly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had one on Poshmark the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they gave me the number. They're like, hey, could you send me some photos to this number for my husband? I'm going to buy through Poshmark, but here's the number. Wink, wink.
Right? No, I didn't. I didn't want to do that to her. I didn't want to. I didn't want to see if I could get it from her.
Kent says $65. $50, you would come pick it up.
Right? Nah. I was like, enjoy.
I don't know about the Whatnot coupon program. Any recommendations for getting stains out of a denim hat? Not sure what the stain is, but it's all over. Is it like brown, like rust kind of looking? CLR will take that kind of stuff off.
Yeah.
A lot of times those denim will get that yellow looking mess.
Yeah. The only thing I can say is with that is just like be careful with it, you know?
Yeah.
Just do like a little spot first and then
I mean, I've used CLR on a lot of different types of fabric and not had problems with it. But like Cernot said, test it, because even though things are denim, they may still have a different reaction. Or you could just sell it as acid washed.
right?
Dude, I've been on the rabbit hole of upcycled clothing.
I know you have.
Since I sent you that stuff the other day, I've seen so much more. So like, it's so crazy. Last night, I was talking to some kids at church, and they were talking about those bottle leg jeans that the women are now sporting all the time.
Yeah.
Where it looks like they cut the inseam out of the jeans and then sewed an additional piece of fabric where it looks like the legs are just like huge. But they look almost like chaps, like a cowboy.
Yeah.
But they have it sewed on the inside. It's kind of crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, my niece was actually talking about learning how to sew because they have sewing machines galore at her house.
I know. I'm still looking for the lady that wants to come over and show me how to sew. There we go. We got the.
Hey, Kent said this is your new trend there, sir.
Yes. Yes. Bro, listen, if you ever find baggy stuff like that, like super crazy baggy, pick it up. I don't care what brand it is. If it's big like that, pick it up. Shoot, those pants will probably go for $200-$300. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this is what they're talking about. Sorry, it's not bottle, it's barrel. Barrel.
$1,200. Right. Never know.
This style. Hold on.
Yeah.
Barrel-legged jeans. $1,200 for those baggy pants. Ooh. Good Lord. That's the funniest one right there. My man's got a whole curtain rod hanging off the side. They're so wide. Oh my gosh. All right, Jack. Have a good day yourself. Gotta hit the road. Gotcha.
Man, I'm tired. Man.
I'm working on my San Antonio shoes free times. Now we're gonna, yeah, they go about, those sell new for anywhere from 90 to 100 on eBay.
Dude. They're calling for that storm now to head Leroy's way, man.
Oh boy.
There you go. 1 day of sewing instruction. There you go. I'll take you up on that offer.
Who's gonna give you something?
Cat.
Oh yeah. Leroy, you better batten down the hatches, bro. That storm's coming your way, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Let's see.
Look at this right here.
Oh, now you're gonna make me go look.
Where are you at? Spartansburg?
Spartanburg.
Tons of Spartans. Bird.
Birds.
It ain't yet to him.
Nah, it's not till Friday. Friday, it'll be in central South Carolina. That's what they're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're on the mist now. Out here on the OBX. We'll be backsiding it.
Yeah, it looks like it's all pushing up. Huh.
Oh, that's cool. Cat's coming East Coast. 1 day sewing instructions, and you can do most things.
It's haunt related. It's like haunted houses and stuff.
Like haunted.
Huh?
Haunted. Like
Haunted.
You know, ghosts, spirits.
Haunted houses.
Haunted. Oh, you mean haunted?
My throat is ripped up.
Yeah, I've probably been through like probably 20 at least hurricanes. We've evacuated for a few. Like we rode them out most of the time. I did when my kids were little. We would leave all the time, but the bad thing with evacuation is here. Like if you're local here, like we have generators, we have stuff. Like we know what to do when storms come our way. Hurricanes are a little different than tornadoes. Tornadoes is what really, like for me, there's no, like, what are you going to do? Get in the ditch or something? Like, what are you going to do? But a tornado, you got enough. This is usually about a 24-hour period that you just take a beating for a little while. Wind, rain, don't go outdoors, kind of this stuff. Most it does for us usually it's flooding in certain places. Where I live currently hasn't been flooded since the 40s. So in this stretch that I'm on, but other places are. Yeah. Flooding for us, the worst possible scenario would be a hurricane to come up the sound. Like if you see the little outside North Carolina area, if it was to come over like Ocracoke and go up the sound, then the OBX would be a lot smaller. Is what would basically happen. But yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of rain there. Rivers, all that stuff. Yeah, it's weird on the Outer Banks because we're so used to wind and stuff. Like we get nor'easters that are worse than what this storm is often. And what happens is a lot of things are on a lot of things are on pylons here. So like a lot of the houses on the beach, like if the wind blows, those things move a little bit. Like they got a little sway to them. Sometimes if the wind's blowing bad enough, like people will talk about the water in the toilet will be sloshing. Like the wind is blowing bad enough. That's really like, hey, you riding it out. Like, but people that don't know about it, when they come here, they're like, man, like we thought our house was gonna blow over. I was like, they're actually kind of built that way to move a little bit.
Yeah.
To keep from blowing over. But yeah, the average person's like, what? That's why honestly, like it may seem weird to people that don't live here, but when people talk about, man, the wind's really blowing, like it's 20 miles an hour, I was like, hey, winter on the OBX, like that's kind of a norm. Like,
right.
You know, if we're getting gusts, like they don't shut our bridges till it's blowing 60. Like they'll close the bridges then.
Eric, tell them the story about the weathermen when they come to your town.
Oh, bro, we got a few. If you guys know Jim Cantori, like he's like the Weather Channel guy. They call him when Jim tell a story down here. Like they have a lot of stuff. Like we've seen stuff here. So like one time the news is out here and they're on the beach in Nag's Head and they're like, it's really blowing out here, like holding their hat on and all that kind of stuff. They're like, you know, they're out just like, oh, I can barely stand in the wind. This little kid runs by with his dog. I mean, like a little, like probably 7-8-year-old kid is like running down the beach with his dog. I was like, dude, kind of blew your shot right there. But then there's other guys, man. So in Hatteras, on the Hatteras Island, right across from the ferry dock, there's these massive houses that nobody on the island lives in. Like, basically, if you come to the Outer Banks, Tim can probably tell you a little bit now because coming down here, everything on the beach side of the road as you're coming down, no locals live there. Like, that's all rental homes for vacationers and typically are owned by people that don't even live here. And everything on the sound side is where the locals live. Like, back where we live, this is pretty much all locals back where in my little village that we live in. But so they're down across from the ferry dock, this massive house, and the news is out there telling this whole thing, like the Weather Channel. They're like, yeah, it doesn't seem like Dare County is very prepared for this storm. Like they haven't announced evacuation yet. Well, there's an island south of us called Ocracoke that's a different county. But Ocracoke, the only way off is to take ferries. The main ferry comes through Hatteras Island. So generally, if we're going to have evacuation, what they do is they do Ocracoke a day ahead of Hatteras so they can move all the people off the ferry, up the road, out. And then the people in Hatteras, they announce the next day. Well, this is the gap. Like, so the guy's like, he's on the news like, these people aren't taking it serious. They're not asking for evacuation here in Dare County. I don't understand why. And look at these houses here. Like, no one's even doing anything to these houses. Like, they're not preparing or boarding up or anything. And like, he's just going on and on. Well, then, like, he says, when we have our county commissioner here, it's this guy, Alan Burris, that I've known. He's lived on the island. Like, he's like generational family island guy, right? So they interview this guy, and he goes, well, hold on before you ask me any questions. Let me set the record straight on some things. And he kind of goes through and says, hey, we take storms serious. We are going to announce evacuation. Here's our procedure. Our county makes procedures for these very things. And these homes you're referring to over here, they aren't owned by anybody who lives on this island. And if the people that don't live on the island don't want to do anything about their home, then it's kind of on them. He said, but how we are as locals is we're going to get our stuff prepared, and then we're going to take care of these folks' stuff, and then we're going to get people out of here. Like, that's how it generally works. But yeah, every time those guys come down, it's like the worst storm of the century, that kind of stuff. So think YouTube when you watch the Weather Channel, right?
Right.
So clickbait is real in what they do. I've seen guys, the weatherman standing in a ditch, and he's like, look at the floodwaters here, and it's up to like his chest. And then there's people standing beside him. They're standing on the edge, not in the ditch, and it's up to their knee. So, like, it's sensationalism at its best. Yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. People out here go surfing, dude, in these storms. Insane. Jumping off the pier, doing that kind of stuff. Jeez, Rosella. Debbie blowing 45 pounds of nose powder landed near Key West. Jeez. I always tell people if you really want to know what's going on with a hurricane, go to NOAA, National Weather Center.
That's where Josie works.
Yeah. National Weather Center will get you straight. Or honestly, down here, you talk to a fisherman or you talk to a surfer. Both those guys know what's going on with wind and waves.
I better sell some stuff
For the Weather Center? That's cool.
You said what?
So he works for NOAA?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's been her new gig now for probably like 3 months. She loves it. A lot more better than the other branch of government she was working for.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I better sell some stuff, man. I've been listening all damn morning.
My dad used to work on their supercomputers at Stennis. Yeah.
I hate people are. I feel like I'm going to say something that's going to open up a can of worms all over again.
I did see that Rosella, dude. There was literally this just big bag of Coke, just like floating. Like, don't be recording that.
That was an online show. When we had a little one, told the folks my power might get messed up. Within an hour, I was getting panic calls from around the country. Yeah, all my family freaks out, like that don't live here. Like they used to always call, like, "Are you guys evacuating?" No. Our thing is Cat 3 or more. Like that's kind of the threshold for me. If it's more than Cat 3, like that means it can actually blow the roof off your house pretty easily. So then you
don't mess with that.
I mean, but where we are, like Tim's been here, we're pretty guarded. Like we have trees and stuff. Like there's a huge wind break when you get here. You may not be able to get in or out because of the road, but yeah, Cat 3 is usually the. Now, if it's a 5 that dropped to a 3 before it hit land, that's a little different than just your average Cat 3. But,
Let's see something.
It's crazy. It's like this. I got a LaDonna. I don't know if you're still here, but I picked up a Northwood glass, amethyst carnival glass, grape and cable water set. So the pitcher and 6 glasses. I don't know what the hell to price that. One sold in 2023 for $275. One sold in 2024 for $170. Oh man.
yeah. Yeah, Cat, we've had the road cut a few times. There's actually a picture from back in Hurricane Irene. The road was cut, and there's pictures of dolphins swimming through where the road was. Like, it was cut so deep. Weird. LaDonna says, I would probably list no lower than 160 on that.
I'm listening to the SA sheet right now. All right. Here. Yep. Make sure the pictures are good. Yep. Listed. And this one's gonna be easy. All I gotta do is switch mocha to black or black to mocha. There we go.
Jimmy, a couple of your TikToks that you did when we were on vacation are doing really well.
Yeah. No.
40,000 views.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna format to get them over a minute. That's kind of a challenge on and my creative brain or lack thereof.
You could always add like an end screen. Like, you know, like pop up your logo and be like, follow me and this and that.
Yep. That's my plan is tonight is to try to make like 3 1-minute videos and try to figure out a format that works. Probably gonna take me a couple tries to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do. Something that'll keep people engaged enough to watch most of it. So that's because all the videos I've been putting out to get to my views have not been a minute. They haven't even been close. We'll see. I'll come up with something. Might not be great. It'll be a work in progress.
There we go. Get another listed. All right. I feel accomplished with these listings.
Oh, hey now.
Uh-oh.
Broncos depth chart has been released.
Oh, yeah? Who's that? QB1.
Jared Stidham is listed as the starting quarterback. Zach Wilson is number 2, and Bo Nix is number 3.
Wow. That makes no sense whatsoever, but okay.
Come on, Jimmy. Have the Broncos made sense recently?
No. No.
All right.
Damn, Zillow's got a coin for $3 that was worth $725. Damn.
Dang. That's pretty good, huh? Bro, you better hold on to your Davis Mills cards, Tim.
He said the guy put it up for 5-second auction. Have you got it yet? That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Have you got it yet? Yeah.
I cashed out on my Davis Mills long before CJ Stroud came along. I have one left that never got sold.
My computer. Yes.
$1 start. Oh well. That's crazy.
$1 start, $5 auction, probably
He said 5-second, dude. $1 start, 5-second.
like probably sudden death too.
Yeah.
That's just not good, dude. I wonder if he knew. That'd be one of the breakdown moments on the auction site.
It's a mess, Kat. That's all I can tell you. It's an absolute mess. Feel bad for the Oakland Athletic fans, to be honest with you.
So those. I'd be a nice little early morning $100 pair of shoe sale. So it was good.
Nice.
That dude would pay for that thing, that switch, that Dapper Dan stuff. Good. It would be real good. That's sweet.
Man, I'm tired.
Yeah, me too, bud.
Glad I got my listing done, or some listing done. I gotta record the podcast, and then actually going to the bins to meet up with a agent and reseller, Chris.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, he's out here for the highway sale. It's next weekend. Yeah, that should be cool.
Can y'all see and hear me?
I can hear you. I'm tabbed out though, so I don't know if I can see you.
Yeah, your camera's on.
Okay.
Yeah, John, the Highway 30 is this weekend coming up. The Lincoln Highway Byway sale starts Thursday. I've had a lot of success with that one. That's my favorite highway sale. Runs right through my town.
That's good. Hey,
Walter, man.
Walter.
Walter, Sir Walter Tilton.
Bang, bang.
What's up, Cameron? How are you, bud? Hope all is well. Good to see you.
Oh, it hadn't even populated all the people that have been given.
John said he wants to link up with you, Jimmy.
All right, yeah, I'll message you, John. I usually start my time, but I'm gonna see how far. It runs kind of at an angle. It runs like southwest to northeast, so I'll have to see exactly where it starts at the southwest. But it's not as commercial, and it's a great sale. Like it's a smaller highway sale, so there's not as many vendors and stuff. It's pretty dang good.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I mean I've killed it the 2 years I've done it. Let me get the map. Let's see if I can find the map.
So this time it re-gifted a membership to Miss Jennifer Hayes, Little Miss Q, Bearded Picker, and brand new channel members are the Smiley Thrifter and 865 Picker.
Nice.
Shout out Walter Tilton. Appreciate you. Hey, Cameron. He's talking about the Home Run Derby, Texas. Sorry, the Sox. The Sox. Home Run Derby, Texas.
Right?
Yeah. Jeez. Larry Way out in the house as well.
Weird. All right, I got all the Rock Revival stuff listed. I got both the SAS shoes listed. So
Looks like it.
still got to list this thing.
What thing? Oh, dude, what are you waiting for,
I
man?
totally forgot about it. I put it on the show and totally just didn't think about it. I was like, oh yeah, it's a high-end item I could possibly do something with. Possibly, we'll see.
You know, now that you say that, I've got an item I need to list that's high end that I don't know why I haven't done anything with it.
We're gonna just put it up right here. Put the listing right here.
I'll tell you what, I've never used lights before, like photographing. I was at Jimmy's house. Absolutely fell in love with his lighting setup.
Did you find those lights? Did I send those to you?
You said to. I was trying not to buy them, but I haven't saved because I gotta wait until.
Yeah.
I recuperate some money here.
This is the one that Cernak said probably 5.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's on the Pepsi jacket. Because my plan was to buy some pin backs to put on here for the front. Pepsi denim.
Yeah, the Pepsi denim.
Yeah. That thing's just been chilling.
Little custom action. All right.
I don't need any of the color filters, right? That's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use them ever.
Just trying to see if. Yeah. Premium. All right, turn another one. Bam. Okay. Now, is there anything I should like focus on with the opening?
Yeah, you want to measure the. It's called the fitter. So you want to have the measurement for the width of where it attaches.
Okay. But should I like? What I'm asking is, it's like,
Take a picture of it.
huh?
Take a picture of it. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like where that little bitty chip indention is.
Yeah, just take a picture of that and put, flea bites on fitter. Normal flea bites with fitter from usage.
Okay. All right. Cool. I can do that. Do I put like a light? Can I put like a light in it
I don't.
and show it lit up? What if I had one of like these little light things
If you want to be weird.
and I'll put it underneath it, bro? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Bro, look how cool that's gonna look. Ooh, look at this. That's how it looks. Oh, you can't even see it. We'll put it inside.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That thing looks like it's floating.
Right? Ooh.
Shoot.
But yeah, I picked up these things from these little $40 LED rechargeable lights. So if you need, like sometimes when you're taking a picture and it's like a you need to take a quick picture and it's like there's a shadow, like just boom, boom, done. All right, so it's got a 4-inch opening. And you know what? I should just take it. I'm gonna do it with the camera so they can see it. Perfect.
Unknown caller.
Is your car warranty up to date?
Explain flea bites. So flea bites are they're not like chips, like a big chip. They're very minor chips. So hard. I feel like I'm trying my best here. They're not. It's generally you see them on items that have been used in areas where the item has been used. So like where something goes in and out of a glass piece or a light fixture or stuff like that. They're very, very small chips, and they're referred to as flea bites.
All right, guys, I'm gonna run. We're gonna be recording the podcast here shortly. Got a couple things I gotta do before we start recording. Eric's muted.
All right, Jimmy. Pleasure as always, bud.
Yeah, it was fun.
You guys have a good podcast. I can't wait to listen. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be wild with Mike on there.
And
All right,
we get
guys.
to hear Dan talk about his experience.
Oh, and we're gonna talk about eBay the dog. I'm gonna let you guys talk about eBay the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, later.
It'll be a good one, man. Have fun, and make sure you keep us posted on your TikTok progress.
All right.
All right, Jimmy.
Later.
All right, Jimmy.
Like I say, we are in the overtime. We do appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us today, as always. Thank y'all for being here. Too bad you don't have an example behind you.
I know. I was. That's why I literally turned around to see if I had anything that had flea bites. But the one thing I had, I already packed away. I mean, I've been straight to work when I got here.
That's funny. Doing it wrong. It says flea bites aren't chips; they're microchips. There you go. That was good. All right, y'all have a good day. We will catch you next time.
Later, everybody.